So you've entered this warehouse.
Yes.
And as you're moving through, as the Fruc is kind of progressing at a speed and an urgency, you notice that there were a few bodies that were in the warehouse floor, but you kind of push forward, heading with him. He goes up these stairs to an office. Counts down, and you all bust through the door, and he stops. Because the room where you're expecting a fight, there is no one left alive. There are bodies everywhere, in different states of dismemberment, and the Fruc is defeated. It seems like he's kind of shoulders kind of scrunched, and he just, this isn't good. And you're in this room together.
What the hell happened here? Who could have done this?
You said you saw a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. She certainly seemed to see us.
But you don't know where she went.
No, she ran.
Herd gave chase, but he couldn't catch her.
There's been talks of this child, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. He kind of starts to walk off into a corner, kind of like looking around the room for anything, but very distraught. Like everything that he had been planning for this kind of operation has just been thrown out the window. Io, make a perception check.
Perception check. Why me specifically? Perception, cunning, 2. Okay.
It's gonna be 2 purple.
2 purple. We've got lots of toys to play with. I'm gonna add 2 boosts to that. And I'm good. That's right, because you don't throw
Yeah.
anymore. So I just roll.
This is strange for me. I don't
What?
Weird.
Yeah.
I've got 2 successes with 2 advantages.
Ooh.
So, as all of you are in this room, kind of taking in the amount of carnage that you're seeing, it looks like a force has gone through here. Io, you notice something very particular jammed into the table on a desk,
Okay.
the other side of the room. It looks like a blade, and it looks familiar.
I walk over and I pick it up and I examine it.
As you cross the room, it's almost as if time itself starts to kind of slow down a little bit, because the closer and closer you get to this item, the more sure you are that you know what it is. And as your hand reaches out, it picks up the handle, you realize that the knife is the distinct blade of your mentor, Pofa. You know this information.
Io, what is it?
I know who did this.
Who?
The person that taught me everything.
And who's that?
She was the assassin who liberated me from slavery when I was a child.
So, if she's responsible for this, isn't it possible that she may have just been trying to take down the huts here? I mean, after all, that is what the Fruc was trying to hire us to do.
If you asked me that before I met you, I would say yes. Now anything's possible.
Is this person dangerous?
What do
Her,
you
you
think,
know,
Io?
Io, what do you think?
I'm
Look around
asking
you.
Io, who has dealt with her. Virgo, thanks for the attitude, bro. I'll ask again from Io, who was trained by her specifically. Is she dangerous?
You've seen what I can do.
Yes.
Imagine what she can do.
So she is your superior.
When was the last time that you saw her?
Not long before I met all of you.
And where was she? What, did you part on good terms? Did something happen?
Under what circumstances?
And under what circumstances would she have left her blade here? Is it one of many? You seem to recognize it. Was it important to her?
It's one of many.
Did she leave it as a warning? Did she know we were coming?
Or as a symbol, like to make sure that whoever discovered what had gone on here knew that she was responsible? Do you think there's any possible way she could have known that you were coming?
I will say this, she doesn't leave weapons behind.
It's a calling card.
We didn't leave on good terms.
What's her name?
Officer Khan.
Officer Khan?
Paffa. She's a Mary Allen like me. And I would tell you what she would look like, but I rearranged her face the last time we
So,
came into contact.
right, not parting on good terms was a slight understatement then.
So the student usurped the mentor.
Usurped isn't one, I mean, she wouldn't be walking around if I usurped her.
The Fruc steps forward as you're all having this conversation, and he looks at Io, and he looks at the blade. Why did you attack her?
She went behind my back and she killed a child. On a hit.
She killed a child.
There are very few lines that I cross, and that is one that I don't cross. I don't take hits on children. My mentor knew that.
Fruc, do you know her? Officer Khan?
I don't. The name isn't familiar to me.
But you had quite a reaction when you walked in here.
You said that this mentor of yours took you as a child?
Yes.
Would you think it would be beyond her to take another child again?
You think that child we encountered in the streets is working for her?
All I know is bodies tend to show up when this kid is around. And
But there was something not right about that kid. I mean, she looked like a normal little girl, but then there was the weird stuff going on with her eyes. Unless, Papa's gotten in the business of mechanically enhancing people.
he just looks at you. Is that something she'd do?
At this point, I don't even know what she's capable of anymore.
Well,
Yes? Maybe?
well, it seems like she's sort of done some of our job for us, not perhaps utilizing the same methods that we might have taken, but I think, like it or not, if we're gonna take down the huts here, we're probably gonna encounter her sooner or later, and she may be an obstacle on our way to completing our mission, so to speak.
Is that going to be difficult for you?
No.
Is she in a weakened state since you rearranged her face?
See her handiwork here?
I could have done this.
If she's in a weakened state, then I don't want to see what she'd be able to do functioning at full capacity.
She's no friend of the huts, is she?
She broke you out of a hut slave ring, right?
Yes. She had a moment of I was the only Mary Allen child.
I
There.
see. But it sounds to me like she's not above assisting anybody if the
price is
is
right,
right.
she would kill a child.
Io, roll your cool.
I think we got one more, but did that get knocked down? The boosts on the light side, did it get knocked down too? Because it was sitting at 21, it was sitting pretty there for a little while. It should have gone down to 19. Did that go up to 22, or did it go up just 1?
Oh, I don't know, so I'm gonna keep it the way that it is.
Again,
I think I didn't use it. You're gonna use 4 purple.
4 purple. Oh, God. I'm gonna use.
We got lots.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 4 boosts. I failed.
Oh.
But I got an advantage to that.
So, outwardly, Io just looks upset, and everyone can tell that Io's upset. Inwardly, you're trying to make sense of all of this, and it's slowly, slightly messing with your mind.
With my mind?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you're losing the internal struggle that you're having.
I take her blade and I slam it back into the table.
As you do that, the sound kind of this blade cracking into the wood sends this echo that kind of goes and leaves the warehouse and kind of fills the room of this giant warehouse. So you're just left there. The Fruc. So I spent too much time to have this fall apart.
You spent too much time what? You were putting some grand plan in place for months and months here in the event that somebody from the Rebel Alliance showed up to potentially rescue these missing Rebel emissaries, and then instead you had this grandiose plan to take down the Hutts here?
I mean, it worked with you, didn't it?
I suppose so.
What happens now?
He's gonna roll real quick. Right now, we need to get away from this place as far and as fast as possible. I think the best thing right now is you need to follow me. I have a hideout. It's a safe house. We need to go there. We need to get away from this, and we need to think, because this is falling apart faster than it's even started. So, I guess.
What is falling apart faster than it started? If we're dealing who I think we're dealing with, and I'm pretty sure we are, you better complete some sentences and tell us what you planned.
As I said, the Hutts betrayed the Rebel Alliance, despite me telling them it was a bad plan. Good people died, and the Rebel Alliance isn't going to do anything about it because they can't ruffle any feathers out here. So I've been in this shit. I don't know what you've been through. It seems like a lot, and I'm sorry, but you're not the only one with problems. And I've been in this shit way too long to let these people get away with this. So either you're in.
Oh, I'm in. But unlike you, I actually know who we're dealing with.
Do you care to elaborate so we're all on the same page?
She was my master. She taught me everything I knew. She's not above killing innocents for the right price. And believe me, if you can see what I can do, you would be worried.
Okay, well, she's clearly made her point. She wanted us to know, or whoever happened upon this warehouse to know, that she was the one who was responsible for this. But standing around here...
Does that seem normal?
No, it doesn't seem normal. It seems like she must know that we're here, and she wanted Io to find the knife. Because as you said, Io, she doesn't normally leave things behind, so it's clearly a calling card. So somebody knows we're here, and I don't think that standing around this warehouse is doing us any good.
Well, if she's connected with the child we saw earlier, it all makes sense.
It does.
The child saw us. More importantly, the child saw you, sending that back to her master. And that is how Papa knew you were here. Why she left the calling card in the first place.
When did the child show up?
She's been here for about 3 months.
3 months. Wow.
The child couldn't have been here for us. The child was here for another reason. It was coincidence that we ran into this child and she saw us. And that may have sped up the timeline for whatever Papa was working on. Or maybe changed her plan entirely.
I think Captain is correct that perhaps we should leave this place. We may be being watched currently.
Fruc, where will we go? Somewhere safe, perhaps?
I have a safe house. Follow me. We can lay low. We can figure this out.
Io, you should take that knife.
I don't want anything of hers.
At any rate, let's go to this safe house. We have absolutely zero plan right now, and this is not the place to figure one out.
I am gonna take the knife.
Okay.
Someone is going to. At some point.
Okay. So the Fruc looks around the room one last time and just and leaves. Starts heading back down the stairs towards like the exit, the entrance that you guys came in.
I think we asked this before, but is there anything of value in the room, in this warehouse, that we should be pillaging?
You can try and you can take some time to look. Nothing that you see off kind of initial scanning. There's bodies, but it looks like they've kind of been picked clean. There's no weapons around, but you can spend time and do a more thorough search if you want.
Sure.
Okay. You're gonna do your perception on this?
There's 2,
Yes, over
cunning, 2, so it's 2 greens, right? And then I'm supposed to add on. Oh, we don't have
we're
any
not
tier
there
dice
yet.
right now. Okay.
So
okay.
it's gonna be 4 purple,
4.
and then you can add in your dice to it.
Okay. This is the good stuff. Oh, we have lots of boosts. Let's use 4 boosts.
Go crazy, man.
All right, and then what do we just? Oh wait, it's not rolling yet, right? I just hit
No.
this to roll. I haven't done this in
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
the center.
Press the-
Green. Oh, it's not good.
Oh my god.
All that. So I got great. Look at that. I got nothing. All right, so it's a failure with 2 advantages. Is that right?
Yep.
I'll roll
So
perception too.
Damn.
you are taking your time looking around. You don't find anything of value, but you do realize slightly, you're kind of, as you're looking around for anything that you could use,
Yeah.
realize that as you're kind of piecing together what happened, you look up and there's like an air vent that the grate has been almost perfectly put back on, but it's slightly skewed to you.
Can I roll perception?
Yeah, go ahead.
That air vent. Someone's removed it, and then tried to put it back.
So it'd be 4.
They didn't quite succeed.
4 of these.
Do you think that's how Patha got in and out of here?
What's my
Possibly. How large is the air vent?
It doesn't look very large. It looks like it.
Only large enough for a child?
Child.
Looks only large enough for a child to have made it in here.
Oh, perception. So wait, I forgot.
So your perceptions on the.
It's 2. Yeah, it's 2 of the grays. So wait.
It'd be
Oh,
2.
no, it's cunning. So 2. What? 2 greens and 1 yellow. Is that what that is?
Your cunning is what score?
It's 2.
And then you have how many of
Oh
those?
no, sorry. Cunning is 3. Perception is 2. So it's 2 greens.
2
1
yellows, 1 green.
2 yellows. They turn into yellows.
Yep.
Green, and then I'll add 3 boosts.
Is it possible that a child could have done all of this?
I'll add 4 boosts.
Perhaps the child got in first and then opened the warehouse.
How old is the child?
I got
little android child.
2 advantages.
Okay. So the child was probably about 9 or 10. But it was hard to tell because it was a crowded,
Right.
Okay.
kind of
It
bizarre.
seems
that you're
more
in.
and more likely they were working together, Papa and
And-
this child.
Yes.
Virgo, you do your own search around the room.
Yes.
You don't find anything really that sticks out to you. But as you're also kind of going through this and piecing everything together, you are looking at the bodies, right? And you remember the knife that was sticking in to
The table?
the table, and there wasn't any blood on the knife.
Right.
Granted, could easily have been wiped off, but the markings on the bodies around don't seem to match that weapon that was on the thing. That you see.
I've just thought of something. There was no blood on your master's knife. And these wounds do not look like they were dealt by that knife.
Do you think someone could be trying to frame her?
Or it could still be her.
Or it could be her, and
There are many
she
ways to
decided
kill
to
a
just
person.
leave the knife as a calling card, or she wiped the blood off, but that seems not likely.
It's just getting more confusing.
Fruc pops back in. Seriously, dude, like, what? Are we just gonna...
Nope, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Either
Okay.
way, Fruc.
Let's go. I'm excited.
we'll spend more time in here? We can do it.
No, no, no.
No.
It's starting to smell.
He leaves the room again and starts walking back down, like, the steps.
Shall we follow, Captain?
I suppose so. How far up is this air vent?
It would be like, if we're in this room, it's kind of where, like, that red, so it's up at the ceiling.
Right.
You would need
So
to maybe...
Herg could lift someone
Right.
up there. Fruch, could you give us like 2 minutes? Herg? Could you lift one of us up to that vent?
Yes, but why would I want to do that?
Would that be the smartest thing?
I don't know, is there a ladder somewhere? Or...
It's maybe worth taking a look.
Yeah. Herg, you can handle carrying
Perhaps
one of
something
those,
was
right?
hidden up there. We might get another clue.
Do you want me to lift you, Virgo?
Yeah. Can you do it? I trust you. Oh, thanks. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, this is fine. And then I'm going to, is it screwed? It's not screwed in, right? I can
Yeah,
just
it's like
lift it out.
slightly...
Great. I'm just gonna knock it off.
Okay.
And what is there something in there?
You're gonna
Look
roll your
around.
resilience.
Ooh.
My what?
Resilience.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Herc. You're doing a great job.
I'm balancing you perfectly in my paw.
I know. It's very sexy, Herc.
And remember, you are dark side aligned, so you don't actually get to take any boosts.
Oh wait, I took boosts on the last
That's
one.
it. Yeah.
We
Sorry about that. Oh, we don't get to take any? But I'm so
You
good
can
right
get
now.
away.
You can use them to set back enemies, but
Okay, so 3.
Let's just continue to try it, and then we
okay,
might switch
okay.
over. Okay.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 3 purple.
What? That's ridiculous. So it's just 3 and 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I don't like this.
You
Oh.
did great.
Oh, 3 successes with 1 disadvantage.
So
Disadvantage.
you move the grate. You just kind of knocked
Great
it off,
coming down.
and as soon as you knock it off, some sort of gas starts coming from the vent.
I was hoping for a giant snake. I'm just saying. Would have been
Screw
cool.
you, Keith.
You're able to kind of. You have a history with chemicals,
With my poison.
with your poisons. So you're instantly able
Above game. But I've still got my poisons.
to sense it, and you kind of just jump back off and land.
In a really cool, like, Spider-Man land.
So
and
she
then I
just-
push Herg out of the way.
Jumps
Get back!
out of your paw. But unfortunately, you've opened this up, and it starts to spread into.
Oh my
the
gosh.
room.
Guys, we've got to get out. There's gas everywhere, and it's not good for us.
Captain, if you want the knife, take it, because I'm not.
I Already got it.
I'm
Let's
leaving.
make a run for it.
Let's go. Sorry.
I'm not gonna wait for anything. I'm getting out.
Fruch, we're coming!
So as the gas starts to fill the room, everyone kind of files out, and he's just waiting down at the bottom of the
By the
stairs.
way, the comm code is 4. In case you wanted to talk to us. In the future. In the future.
Is there a door on the warehouse that I can close as we
The door,
exit?
yes. As you close the door and the room starts filling with this gas, right? You leave it behind, and as you yell out that, you all hear kind of a crackling as the Fruch is tapped into your comms. It's like, seriously, 4? 4 is your secure line?
We'll explain later. Just run.
It's so obvious no one would expect it.
Exactly.
Nobody expects 4.
I may have made a terrible mistake.
It was that before I came. So.
That came through the comms, Fruch.
Didn't not want it to. Anyway, so he starts to walk back towards, kind of away from these steps, and as you're kind of filtering away from the stairs, one of the grates, kind of like the warehouse doors, just and as you're right there, the door opens and a set of 5 individuals kind of walks in, and you're kind of caught right there. And they look extremely surprised.
What kind of individual?
There's a Gamorrean, there's a Gungan, there's a Zabrak female, there's a human male, and there's a Weequay male.
So it's like a boy band.
It's a boy band-ish.
Local Marshada boy band.
The
For the
Gungan
one
may be
woman.
female.
Right, one
Right.
female. Yeah.
The Gamorrean may be
But she has a
female.
short
Is the
haircut.
Zabrak a female?
The Zabrak is a female
Right.
and seems extremely surprised at all of you, but particularly the Fruch.
Fruch, who's this?
Well, who are you? Said it's like one of the big guys. And, yeah, Fruch, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be in the warehouse. What's going on?
Herc takes his vibro axe out.
You guys you're all in kind of on this whole 30K, right?
Oh, great. And no need for introductions.
He's kind of whispering it under his breath in your guys' comms that you guys are
Oh, great. No need for introductions.
We're in. Now tell us who this is.
great. And he just pulls out a gun and he shoots. And he hits the Zabrak female, and she crumples down. And instantly, the Fruch ducks like for cover.
Fruch, what?
Okay.
All right, my gun's out. My blaster's out.
Everyone's gonna roll for. We're actually, you guys weren't fully. So vigilance. You guys are gonna do a vigilance check. on this.
Okay.
Great.
I have physical dice. If it's easier, you're just gonna give me the numbers.
Yeah.
I got nothing to
Herg,
do.
if you want to grab this real quick.
Will.
My
My willpower's
I only have
2. I got nothing.
Two green?
else.
Yeah, 2
Use
green.
stuff though, right?
I can't use anything.
Can I use a boost to
Some
help too
dark
though?
side.
Yeah. Theoretically, I could say that you could use boost
Yeah,
for this.
I don't think I'm gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna. This is basically
what's
for
the-
initiative, so
You're
bad.
just using. It's just your numbers.
Just, literally just
2 advantage for me.
Oh, we're rolling in green?
Are you rolling?
I don't have
your-
anything in vigilance. I have to go to my will, which is
Yeah,
just 2.
2.
I am rolling these?
Yep.
Okay.
I have 1 success with 2 disadvantages.
Let's just go. 2 successes.
I have a triumph
Wow. Okay.
with an advantage.
Damn right you do.
And I've got 1 success with 1 advantage. You force push them all away.
Damn right, you Fruch.
And then I'm sorry, Erica. You had 1 success, 2 advantage.
Oh my gosh, I don't know anymore. I think it was it was 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay.
Good roll.
I think.
And then so here's a perfect example of the.
But I said it before on camera, so.
The other people are going to roll for their initiative.
Outsiders want to do something. Now.
Yeah.
I want to
if you
put
want to
some
set them back.
setbacks on that mofo.
How many do you want to use?
Do it. It's a good.
4. And 1 difficulty.
Wow.
I play for keeps.
But they have individual. They're each indivially rolling though.
There's a
Or there's a
split.
collective.
There's a split.
Okay.
Oh, then 5 with 1 difficulty.
Oh,
I like it.
okay.
Am I the only one on the dark side? Oh no, Herg is. Herg, you cool with that? He's cool with that.
You guys just really wipe them out with that. Okay, so
They all miraculously fall over dead.
you guys seem very slow.
Smile at them.
She added
Maybe
weight
not, but
too,
I'm about to.
They seem very slow on the uptake on this one. One, again, from the kind of taken aback that you guys are here, and that the Fruc was there, and he started shooting at them. So they were just completely caught flat-footed. So, Herg, with your triumphness, what do you do?
Herg is going to leap where the Fruc duck and covered,
Yeah.
grab him by the leg, pull him out, and say, "Wait, wait!"
Okay. You're gonna do your athletics.
Oh, good thing I'm super fucking athletic. Thank you.
That's the official denomination.
Yes.
Super fucking athletic.
And you don't add anything to that?
Right.
No, so it's gonna be 2 purple.
And that's it?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't believe
Herg keeps us on
we
our
can't
toes.
use it.
1 success, 2 advantages.
So
Sorry, the Fruc.
everyone kind of everything's happening really fast, right?
Yeah.
Slow on the uptake.
They're slow up in the uptake. You kind of spring forward, and you pick him up by, you said his hind leg?
His foot.
His foot? So you just,
Hold him up.
he looks at you completely as if not prepared, and if this is the ultimate betrayal of like you've just confused as you're doing it, and you wait, and that's all you say.
Herg's not the best speaker. I'm sure some of my crew are gonna help out, but I say,
Figure out what you're doing.
I get what he's doing.
I say, wait. Why do you want to kill him? Who are you to him? Wait.
Okay. You're gonna try and do.
Herg, what are you doing?
You're blowing our advantage.
You're gonna do a charm on this, actually.
Okay. Thank you.
I love that so much. It just shows me what I have.
It's gonna be 4 purple. And that's it.
Oh my
There
god.
you go.
Now, are they rolling for something in response to what I roll?
No.
So that's how charm works. Okay, great.
Also, we have 2 challenge die.
Oh.
I feel so powerful.
Now we decide that you want to. If this system isn't kind of jiving,
It's fine, but I mean,
Diving
We'll
so
keep
far.
trying it
I
for
want
now.
to use. Well, I mean, they'll have to roll for something at some point.
yes.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, okay, let
It's
me
fine.
above game. The thing about this though is that I feel like you are kind of at a disadvantage permanently because
But
if we're just rolling
not-
for random stuff. If we're not in battle, then
Right.
I have nothing I can add to anything.
But you also then get a big advantage in battle.
That's true.
So
Very Dark City.
Yeah.
yeah.
2
Very good,
failures
yeah.
with 1 disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay. So the female Zabrak,
Who crumpled?
who crumpled, just like lets out like a moan, and they all look down and just they instantly start to kind of now move and grab for their weapons.
Okay. Hold on just a second. I'm with you on this, Herg. Who are you? How do you know the Fruc here?
So you're gonna burn your turn. It's actually going to be Caleb next.
Oh, I'm going with what I was going to do initially, which was shoot. Okay. We're with the Fruc, so I want my money. So, so I've got my blaster out and I'm aiming for that Gungan. Come on, you do the same damn thing.
But I really want to hear Brooke play Gungan.
All right, what am I rolling for this?
They're super close, so it's going to only be 2 purple, and you're using your which weapon?
What am I? I'm using my heavy blaster pistol.
So I think that's light.
That's
Range
light.
light?
Yeah.
Yep.
Skill range light. So wait, so what am I? Oh, I see over here,
yep.
right? It's been too long.
It's been a while. It's
Yes,
been a minute.
ranged light is what we want.
Get him back. Dust
One.
off.
Get
That's
back in the groove.
Agility's
Is the
3.
Zabrak dead, or is she just wounded? Is she have any? Is she any threat?
She seems
So
not.
does that mean I'm doing 3, except
Then
one of them
I'll
is
keep her there for
Is
now.
that correct? Is that what I'm doing? Is that? how that works?
What's your range light?
It's just is 1.
It's 1, so yeah. So then it's going to be that.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's much easier. But I did have that right then at
It's
least.
a beautiful thing.
All right, and
2 purple.
yeah, 2 purple I gotta add. And I'm gonna use something. We've got a lot of boosts.
Yeah.
So let's use. I don't want to use everybody's boost, but let's use 2 boosts.
Now
And
you-
let's go
you-
for
you
it.
Press it.
Yeah,
And then you press the
I'm
green.
doing it.
You've got this.
I'm not worried about it because we're all gonna go before one of these guys
All right.
goes, right?
Yes, theoretically.
3 success with 3 advantage.
3 success, and how much damage does your blaster do?
12.
Holy! So that's 15. So as like you pull out this blaster and you just aim at this Gungan,
Because it's 12 plus the success.
Yes.
The damage.
you shoot, and you've made some slight changes and modifications to your blaster. So you
I had some free time.
You had some free time. It was very boring on that ship, but this is the
It's
first
now
time you
like a
fired it now
javelin.
in a kind of live fire situation, and just the kick from this blaster isn't a lot, but there's so much power that comes out of it, and it goes straight at this Gungan's face. And he's got these little eye stalks, and you see that like for a brief moment before the blaster hits, you just go fully wide,
Of course I do.
and then oh no, and just he flies against the wall.
Oh God! That was
Just blaster hit.
oh my God!
So then,
There are no gods out here in the outer. Your gods can't help you now.
Oh my gosh!
Virgo,
Yes.
you had because you had
Yeah.
one. Yes.
I should be last. I didn't get any
I
successes.
think are they looking really aggro right now?
Yes, very much so.
All right, well, you forced my hand. I'm gonna take out my what's it called? My air rifle, and I'm going to shoot at. What are my options? The Zabrak's no threat.
The Zabrak is kind of down for the count. The Gungan is completely gone. There's a Gamorrean still, so these are like the big green, like pig orcish
Right.
characters. There's just a human male, and then there's a Weequay, which are like the weird kind of pruny sun.
Hondo Anaka.
Spent way too much time outside.
Let's go for the Gamorrean.
Okay.
I like big prey.
Okay. So you're gonna have and roll.
Great. What do I do with this? What's my thingy? It's been so long.
It's ranged heavy, so.
Yeah.
It's
Just a 1. So it's wait. Is this?
and your versus your agility.
It's 2. So
So you're
one
rolling
and
2
one.
and 1, yeah.
No, 1
I mean,
and
2
one.
and one of them is yellows, right?
Yeah. The other
And
one-
she could, in theory,
right?
like give him disadvantages to his defense roll against
yeah.
her, correct?
Yes,
So, I'm sorry. Say again.
because I'm dark.
Can she
side.
disadvantage his defense roll that's going to happen?
Yes.
if
Yeah.
Or is that not necessary?
Depending on the
Interesting.
outcome. It's
Interesting.
depending on the outcome.
I see what you're saying.
You know?
Well, right? Yeah, of course I can. I can't add anything to my roll.
Right.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
It would be more on their rolls that they would get the negatives too.
Okay.
But let's just swap it now.
No, I want to see.
Okay. All right.
See how it plays out.
Because we haven't gotten to their turn yet.
Yeah, but
Okay.
if you give me like 6 purple, it's like Yeah.
Well, what's her? How many purple?
It's gonna be 2 purple.
Oh. Ah! No! Keith, help me. All right, I'm rolling.
Every time I hear "it's not fair" in a British accent, I'm always like, "Man, shut your butt." I'm always
I
like,
have
I
two
don't care.
failures with 1 advantage. Boo, you whore.
So you fire a shot, and it just kind of because you have this dart gun, and as you're kind of pulling it out in this enclosed space, and you start to back up, you fire, and it seems to just graze the Gamorrean, not doing anything really to him. But you know what you lace your darts in, so it's only a matter of time.
Oh, so it was a dart.
Yeah.
And
an air gun.
it's poison! Ha ha! I say to
Is
myself.
it like a grab bag weapon? You have no idea what it
Yeah,
shoots
I
out?
just figured out what
dart,
was
yes.
that. I went, ha ha!
Right.
So to everyone else, it just looked like this thing just bounced off of him.
I do like an
and,
anime
and Virgo's
smirk.
like, ha ha! And you're like, I
No,
don't understand.
no. I go, well, I do that, but then I go, like in a little, like an anime smirk, you know, like when I know what's going on and nobody else knows what's going on.
All going inside her head. This is all happening.
Immediately.
So, Io, you are processing a lot of things internally right now, and a conflict is unfolding in front of you. But what do you do?
The humans left, right?
Yes.
I take out my brand new coronet dueling piston, and I take out his kneecaps, or her kneecaps.
His.
His kneecaps.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna roll.
I'm gonna roll. Okay.
Shoot a little higher, and his or her won't have any.
Oh, okay, range. Okay, this is. How do I range light? Sorry, new weapon.
Yep.
Io deals below the knees. I deal right in the waist. Do different things.
You make a good team.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna add 2 boosts and 1 ability.
Must be nice.
And I'm rolling again.
They're super close. It's 2 purple.
2 purple.
They're gonna respond.
I got 6 successes with 3 advantages.
How much does damage this pistol do?
This pistol does 9 damage plus success.
So 15.
Oh,
Well, you aim for his knee, and some might view that as some sort of kind of mercy shot, I guess, since you're not trying to. You're trying to just, I think, debilitate him. But this round kind of blows through like his knee, and it explodes. And so now he starts instantly grasping for like his stump of a leg that's there.
Oh, God.
So unfortunately, I don't know if that may be necessarily what you wanted, but
Did I kill him?
he's bleeding out. Yes.
Well, aim for the knees. I got the knees. Whatever happens now is to the
okay.
universe.
All right.
So as all of this is happening in a matter of
my
seconds, Captain.
Yeah.
Tamara, it's escalated very quickly.
This has definitely gotten it. Okay, so the Weequay nobody's done any damage to at
No.
this point.
No.
Is he like close enough that I can like talk to him?
It's like
Okay.
rumble, like you're right there.
All right. I am not shooting. We're gonna have a dance battle. No, because I'm
you're holding the
100% with Herg on this. Like I totally get what Herg is going for. We have no
tell
idea.
us on our comms what the hell's going on.
Yeah, we have no idea who these people are. Like we have no reason to just. He said you're all in on the 30,000 and just started shooting. Okay, so I'm gonna ask just whoever is in freaking earshot. Okay, hold on now, just a second. Who are you? How do you know the Fruc? Why was it so unexpected that you find him here?
You can do your charm.
Okay.
A lot of charm. That's good.
Just smile your ass off.
That's technically a combat technique.
It's gonna be 3 purple, 1 red,
Yeah.
You're getting a natural setback
Sure.
because of, but I think you have like.
I do have a skill
so
that
you can
prevents
just-
the setback from happening. Okay, so that's it for the negative dice?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna take
Use it all.
I'm gonna take 2 abilities.
Use
Okay.
8 abilities. And
There's not 8
use 2
abilities.
abilities
More
and
than we
8
have.
boosts.
No, she's got
And
a
I'm-
lot of charm
I do,
already,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take 4 boosts.
Good.
So
Good.
many dice. Okay.
Oh, we went from 8 to 2.
Because I used 2.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Woo-hoo! I got 6 successes, a triumph, and 8 advantage.
You're gonna marry these.
A small army that's walking by joins us.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna join our
That's
Guys,
insane.
leg, stop bleeding.
The triumph.
You're trying to set up a fight, and we're trying to do like
Money starts raining down.
like a diplomatic talk mission right now.
Her master comes and like apologizes.
As
Oh, we're all good now. Sorry.
everything is happening, you just look from the weak way to the Gamorrean. From the weak way to the Gamorrean. In this brief moment, pleading with them, like, hey, just what's going on? Trying to be like, let's calm this
Right.
down. And they stop.
Whoa.
And they seem very
Chris Pratt
transfixed
with the
at you.
dinosaurs.
And they take a moment. One of the Gamorrean stops and like lowers his weapon, and the weak way lowers his weapon, and they both start talking to you. One is in Gamorrean, and one is in weak way.
Perfect. Great.
Huttese, I guess, is trying to find.
Un-
Do you know either of those languages?
I don't know any languages.
So they seem very intent, and they're talking to you,
Oh my god.
but it just sounds like. Does anyone know those languages?
What are the
Where would it
languages?
say?
spend any
say
skills on those languages.
Yeah, I don't think I
Don't learn the languages of the people you kill.
Well, now I
mean,
know what to
talk to
spend
them
some
to
money
kill
on. But I didn't know
My
that.
Rosetta
My
Stone,
vibro
right?
axe only speaks one language.
Throat.
Good morning.
That does translate into any language.
So they've stopped.
We disagree.
So for a brief moment, the firefight that escalated very quickly now has de-escalated. It's the only sounds that you hear are just this man who's kind of like writhing as he's grabbing his leg, just completely focused on that, and just the strange languages. These are the two are like talking to you.
Fruc!
And whatever Fruc is saying, if
Who the
Fruc
hell
is
are
He hasn't
these
said
people?
anything. He's just staring at you the whole time as you've held him
I'll start.
in the air.
Fruit!
Can we get his attention?
Fruit!
Guys, seriously, what?
Fruit,
this was-
seriously!
We had this in the bag, and now I'm up. Why are we?
But
They're
Can you
still in
put
my
me back
sights.
up?
Tell me who they are right now.
the cat's out of the bag.
Spin me around. So he asks you to spin him away from the two of them. And he's whispering in his comms. I understand that I handled that very rashly, but these are people that work for the Hutts. And clearly we can't be here in a warehouse filled with the dead bodies that they're going to find. Unfortunately, he's whispering the whole time. And they're kind of looking back and forth and looking as much as
I'll keep my
I'm glad
gun,
that you've
too.
made some new friends. No witnesses.
Yeah, let's kill them.
Is it their turn yet?
They're completely stopped.
Yeah, you did a
You
number on
they
them with
they
the
were
charm.
completely stopped.
Whose
So
turn
who's
is it
got
next?
a turn? Yeah.
Herg, you're holding. The Fruc doesn't try to do anything on his turn.
Hug,
And
drop the fruit and get in the fight.
And we can all hear that, yes, because he's on channel
He's talking.
4.
You guys
That's
gave
on
him his
channel
your
channel
comms.
4.
He's whispering this upside down.
I had my vibro axe out, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. I throw the Fruc in the air. Behind us. Is
As
there...
in away from. The,
Yes,
Yeah.
as in this way. If I'm holding him like this...
Yeah. They're behind you. Your back is towards them, or no?
No. I thought that they were in front of me, and what I did is I rotated the Fruc so that he was facing us.
Yes.
And I'm sort of in the front. And you're the bad guys, and I'm her. I'm going to Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense, all right.
I'm throwing Fruc behind me.
Roll your athletics for the throw.
That's easy to do.
It's right here.
If you have the machine.
So much. Thank you so much. Athletics is. Pat, 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 pat,
Gonna be 2 purple
pat, pat,
and 1 setback, 1 black.
pat.
Don't move.
3 successes, 1 advantage.
So you just
Now, is there like air enough in this? Are we like in
yeah,
an
it's a
alleyway?
huge. You're still in the warehouse, so think of it.
Oh,
as-
we're in the warehouse
yes,
still?
yes.
I thought we came down on the
You
steps.
we're leaving the warehouse,
We were leaving that room.
the room, and they literally the door opened up
Locked
as you
the
were
gas
leaving.
in the room. The
Yeah.
door opened up to leave outside.
Yeah, like the
And they
cargo
caught us in the doorway.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing him back further
into
in the warehouse.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I do that. Axe is out.
And you're swiping at the big Gamorrean or the
Who's in front of me?
the Gamorrean.
Dead.
Okay. Roll
Dead.
your melee.
I'm swiping through him to get to the other guy. That's how dead he is.
Okay.
Melee?
Yep.
Okay.
This is real.
My hand is getting tired.
It's he's super close. 2
We have to
purple.
pretend no time has passed.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
We're gonna have really nice shoulders by the end.
We're gonna look great.
2 successes, 3 advantage.
So how much damage does your thing do?
That would be 8 plus my success 2, 10.
So that's your what's the score plus your brawn?
It is brawn, which is 5,
Yeah.
plus 3 plus
Yeah,
success.
plus set. Okay.
So I'm at a total of 10
Okay.
altogether right now.
5.
So you try to swing through this Gamorrean, and there's just the problem is there's a lot of Gamorrean.
Yes.
And even though your thing is slicing through armor, you're just kind of cutting through like the most of like his front area. He seems now completely enraged and upset, but
really?
he's not fully down yet.
Why is he so sad?
I don't know. Maybe you just.
Ask him next time he's strode.
Okay. Caleb, this is all going on. You have had a mission from the get-go. Has it changed, altered at all, or you continue on this path?
No, I'm shooting for the weak way.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
So 1. Agilities is 3. And what are the natural? What's happening?
2 purple.
Oh, we got a new ability.
2 purple. What do we have? I'm gonna use an ability.
Yes.
Let's do that. And looking good. Aiming
Great.
to kill here.
I think you did.
6 successes, 2 disadvantages, however.
And your
I'm shooting it the weak way.
gun does how much
Note to
damage?
self.
Yeah.
Learn to speak weak way.
As you say, and he hears just the sound of his own people's name, and that's what draws his attention from the Gamorrean to you, and then you fire, and your blaster does how much?
It's 12 plus success, it says actually, and I had 6 successes.
So you just feel confident that whatever you've done fires at this this weak way, and again, just this blaster bolt absorbs into his chest, and he flies kind of off to the side. And as he does, he hits a box that's next there, and it seems like a kind of a crate that's in the warehouse because he's moved in a little bit. And as the body hits the crate and it falls to the ground, the lid breaks open, and a series of cylinders, kind of these little strange little pouches, pop out. As we've reached tier 1, you see all of these kind of like energy packs, or like protein packs that fall out.
Well done.
And they're basically what you would use to regain strain. So you see 3 of these little things that pop out.
Cool.
Those are our disadvantages?
No, you. I'm sorry. Let me. For anyone,
I
who
mean,
didn't-
I like
should have
what happened,
paused.
but-
I should have paused. Your disadvantage is superseded because light side tier 1 was unlocked, so an item has been unlocked for the party.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
And this
That
is
was the
just
item.
my
Okay.
Yeah.
way of being instantaneous.
Got it.
Which won't necessarily always be the case, because you have something that was unlocked last time that you don't know about yet. But you have these energy stims.
The power of friendship.
Yeah.
Oh, we know about it.
Yes.
We all have bracelets now. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we can use them to form a super self.
And we will as soon as we need to.
Virgo.
Yes. I feel like I have no chance of hitting because of my situation currently.
You
Sorry,
are
Kurt.
watching the Gamorrean, who has been cut.
Oh, by
And
my poisons!
And him.
you
and Hug.
you watch him as he strains now, as kind of blood is pumping out of his body, and thus making kind of something
Oh,
that's
that's so
within him
gross.
go through faster. He is going to try as much as he can to like stand up, but you see this creature kind of like wobble a little bit, and as you make a mental note of how long it took to effectively
How long?
move through this creature's system, the Gamorrean falls down, passing out.
Perfect.
I killed him.
That's what I say.
I was like, that was me.
I say nothing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just going to let him think. he killed.
So at this point, the man who was grabbing his leg is completely still, and there's like a weird.
Do I know how long it lasts?
You have a general idea.
How long will he be asleep?
Well,
He's going to bleed out and die
yes,
anyway.
correct.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. There's a strange silence that kind of enters this warehouse.
Oh, yeah,
because
that's it. Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
kill him.
they're all kind of different states of either dead,
Dead or
or dying. And you would just hear as the Fruc picks himself up from back in the warehouse and comes out of the group. Are we so?
Let's go, yeah?
No. We're gonna address this real quick. So I understand that. Look, I didn't handle that necessarily. I should have given you guys a little bit more warning. But you can understand how I feel like you messed up. You didn't follow my lead. You picked me up, dude. Are we continuing on in this business
You
relationship?
shot.
Well-
So did I.
I made a note of who
You
helped me
shot,
out.
and then you leapt behind cover like a coward.
I think it was a smart tactical move, but
Smart tactical. You call that smart?
I mean, I wasn't planning for a 9-foot-tall cat creature to come and pick me up.
Oh,
So I guess
forgive
that
us for not entirely trusting you immediately. We've had some issues in the past.
I don't get it. We're either in this together or we're not.
Thank you.
You could have been leading us into a trap.
Absolutely. That's
You could have
completely
ensured that we would have taken a contract, which we verbally agreed to right before you ducked out of the way of us
Yes.
potentially getting shot by people that you knew that you were working with. All we were doing was making sure that we were killing people that we should have been killing.
true. See, this is why we bring him round.
And although it was very difficult to explain all of that in a heartbeat, yes, you're correct. We still didn't know who we were up against. If there were more time, if we had been briefed about a Gungan and a Twilight
Right.
and a Gamorrean,
I
who
wasn't
work for this
expecting
hut,
them to be here.
neither were we. And now we must plan
So
for everything
mistakes were made.
oh,
on
Miss-
both sides.
Both sides.
Thank you.
Both sides.
Yes.
I admit it.
Are you going to
In
do
the
that
spirit,
next time?
in the spirit of moving forward, I need you to go with me on things. I get. We need to explain more.
What if we all had leapt out into cover with you? What if we'd all
He
gone
shot-
with
We
you?
all would have been
He
behind
did
cover.
shoot first.
He
set
shot
the
and then
tone.
he ran. That's
Ducking
cancels-
behind cover
cancels
makes
out the
sense.
shooting. To leave us.
He just ducked behind cover.
Before I bring you, trust goes both ways. I understand. We need to work on this a little bit, but I need to make sure before I take you to my safe house that anyone who doesn't, let me phrase it like this. I'm going to frame it like this. If you guys still want the money, and you're still down for what happens, you need to follow my lead. Anyone who wants in, follows me. Anyone who wants out, you can leave right now.
And on the flip side, next time you take the time to say they work for the huts as you shoot.
You can trust us
Fair enough.
with information, and we will trust you.
Can I?
Yes, trust goes both ways. If
What
we
I
work
said,
for
so
you,
the yes, so
then I'm saying it back at you. Yes.
you almost got me.
It just went both ways. The
Just
trust.
because you have a handsome face with a handsome facial hair and a handsome hat doesn't mean you can get by just on your good looks.
Are we all still in this? Are we all still in on
What
this for the
choice
money?
Do I have? Yes.
You don't have to do it. You can do whatever you want.
What? Hang out at this warehouse with all the gas that I released on accident?
What now?
How's that? That's
I'm
in
gonna
a that's in a room back there. Is it safe to stay there?
No, it's not.
For the first time, he kind of noticed because he was down at the steps.
There was a booby trap left in the warehouse.
And I discovered it. Tactfully.
What?
Hey, there are protein packs over here. Should we grab some of these?
Yes, let's divvy those up.
Great.
Okay, so confirming what he said, everyone's on board.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm on
Communication,
board.
trust,
Of course.
going both ways.
Herb
Excellent.
slaps him on the back real hard so that he like steps forward a little bit.
Don't. All right. Okay. So he pulls out his blaster. He puts one shot into all of the bodies that were on the ground.
Oh my god, I thought it was all about
What?
You lose. Thank you for joining us.
Don't trust the fruit.
Seriously.
Like a choose your own adventure,
All right.
and you die. Go back.
As
Shit.
we're leaving,
Yeah.
I want to surreptitiously inspect the body of, let's say, the human who has no legs,
Sure.
to find any sort of identification to like prove
Yes.
that these people do really work for the huts.
Sure. Do a
I'm saying we
perception real
search
quick.
each of
Okay.
the bodies.
Yes.
Are there any other
yes.
boxes in this section?
The
Like the one
warehouse
that we.
is filled with crates,
And gas.
but there is gas that is in that room.
No, okay.
You don't know how well it is.
No, but we're
contained.
outside the warehouse. and
You're
there
at
was
the,
a
well.
crate
You're
that
right
was-
at the. Yeah, you have the crate.
There was one crate that was open, and we have the
Yeah. The,
protein
pack.
pack.
What's the difficulty?
this is going to be 2 purple.
Okay. I am going to take. I'm going to take the boots that we have.
You take those boosts, girl.
Lock it in.
Both of them?
Yeah, I took them.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, and I get an extra.
You get an extra because we have unlocked
Yeah.
tier 1. So there is a spirit of positive force. The light side is moving through some of you.
Okay.
Oh, good. Good.
How many protein packs did we get?
There was 3. There was
3
3
each?
total.
3 total?
3 total.
Ah, I failed but got 5 advantages.
Oh my god.
You are searching the body. As far as you can tell, it's difficult because there's a lot of blood.
Pretty dead.
You don't see any form of identification or anything that would give away, but you find his credit pouch of 200 credits.
I'll
Take
take it.
You won't need it.
I also want to search another body.
Okay, go ahead.
I think we should each search a body.
Okay,
I'll search the Zabrak.
perfect.
I'll search the Gungan.
There's nothing left of the Gungan. What are you going to search? His innards?
Is it a roll for that? What
It's
did
a
we roll?
perception.
It's perception. Okay, sorry.
We, yeah, okay.
It's cunning. So what up to?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
have
Any
more.
negatives to this?
2 purple.
Pluses? We have a tier die.
You
right?
naturally get a boost.
You're gonna naturally get a boost.
you're-
See, and I
Okay, I see
don't.
how that works,
I can't
okay.
add
And 2
anything and I
purples?
don't get a boost. I say nay.
I got 4 successes.
You are examining the Gungan,
Give me this.
So is the Gungan.
and despite not having been one to really say much within the encounter because of this untimely demise, you're searching through him.
He was
and
the brains of the operation. I love it.
you open up a vest, and you're starting to realize that this was kind of the leader of this group.
Let's fight those stereotypes, people. Let's do it.
And
Smart Gungan.
sewn into, he's got like a jacket on, and you are familiar with this type of jacket because it's a jacket that has kind of like hidden compartments. You've seen them before. And you cut open the pouch, and you find that there is an assortment of different things. None of it's kind of cards and kind of worthless like sticks and stuff, like drugs, unless you want drugs. But you find two things. You find that there is a form, like a patch. It's like you know them as kind of like swoop patches or like gang patches that they have. That is, you've never seen this one particularly before, but it has the markings of what looks like a hut affiliated kind of group.
I just remembered that you don't get to add anything to this, so it's not that bad.
It's
not as bad as
it's not that bad.
To look?
perceived it to be.
To look?
So I got a swoop
to
patch
search
for
for
the
No, I
huts.
meant to look.
And then you found his, it looks like he has an access card.
Balance has been brought to the force.
to perceive, right?
So,
You don't get to add anything to
I
me
take both
rolling.
Of those.
you take both of those, yeah.
No one got injured in this battle that we just had, right?
No.
And I'm also going to grab one of the protein packs and say, I killed 2, I get 1.
As you move over to go pick up you go to pick up the protein pack. Virgo, you're looking around.
2 successes and 2 advantages.
2 successes and then 2 advantages.
Yes.
I want to search the crumpled Zabrak.
You search the crumpled Zabrak, and you don't really find anything of value until you catch something out of the corner of your eye.
I take a moment to look at the Zabrak and remember all the crap I've done. And then I touch her face and then I leave.
Okay. And as you kind of, the attunement that you would have with someone of your own kind,
Yeah.
you stand up and you look off to the side, and you're noticing these crates, right? This is a warehouse, there's a bunch of different stuff, and a lot of it looks kind of unmarked or important. But you see one, and you see it looks like a medical kind of writing on the side of this box, and you know you've seen this before, and you start racking your brain, and you remember where you've seen this. And in your expertise, there's a crate of what looks like, is neurotoxin.
Like loose neurotoxin?
No,
I
as
could
in like
open it.
vials of.
Oh my god.
And I say that because we unlocked Tier 1 dark side, so you feel a calling
Oh my God.
within you, as almost this item has kind of been meant for you.
I just start sprinting towards it.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is so amazing. Okay, can I pry it open?
Yeah.
How much neurotoxin is in there?
There are what looks like 2 kind of, they're almost like CO2 canisters, and they're clearly marked, and you can add those to your inventory.
What is it, Virgo?
It's neurotoxin.
I've never seen someone as excited about neurotoxin.
Yes, I'm excited. I can put this to great use. This will be amazing. I put it in my bag.
One Nuttlin's trash.
Who's left to loot?
They all, there's the
Morgan.
Gungan. I feel at this point you guys kind of
We kind of
Got
already.
it.
Okay, cool.
have picked them clean.
Cool. I'm good.
You feel like you take your time to look. Nothing else pops up in regards to. So far, you are the only one that has the information that this particular one belonged to a hut
Right.
cartel. besides that, you guys kind of, there's nothing really of value. So the Fruc is like, guys, like seriously, I mean, I get it.
Okay, let's go.
No, your trust was deserved. Look what I found. This swoop patch here has a symbol from the huts. He also had an access card. Does this look familiar to you, Fruc, this access card?
The access card, no, but we could do and then as he starts to talk, you hear a commotion as if there's people off on the other side of the warehouse, not inside, but on the outside, that are like coming around. Guys, like, I get it. Let's
go. We
need
can
to
walk
go.
and talk.
We can go.
We're walking
Steal
now.
an energy pack.
We're walking.
And I grabbed one.
I want to grab approach. We all get 3, right?
No, there was 3
it's
total.
only
Oh,
3
wait, so
total.
who took one? Hold on.
I grabbed one and said, I killed 2, I get 1.
Okay, I just grabbed one right now.
I can die happy. I have neurotoxins, so I'm fine without one.
I'll take the other one.
You should definitely take one. You should definitely take one.
I don't need any. I'm the strongest.
You're
one.
fine.
I'm so strong.
You are so strong, Herg.
As everyone is complimenting Herg on his strength, you guys making your way away from the warehouse, knowing that it's only a matter of time before whoever owns it is probably going to realize that something was amiss and send people there. So you follow the Fruc as he's making his way through the kind of crowded streets of Nar Shaddaa, and it seems like you're walking for a long time. He's in the front, so you have a minute while he's leading you through to kind of contemplate everything that just happened.
Herg, what were you thinking exactly when you grabbed the Fruc and demanded to know what was going on?
Is he ever really thinking, Kylara?
Wow, that is so racist.
What?
Yes, it was. Thank you, Captain. Yes.
You're welcome.
It was very racist.
Assuming that you're dumb just because you're large and inclined to fight.
That's right. Togorians think a lot, actually, Virgo.
I was not making commentary on all of your race. I've only met one of you. How could I make a commentary about your whole race?
Either way, it was extremely insensitive.
Yes.
Oh.
Oftentimes, people who do lump together an entire race do it off of the actions of one or few.
Okay, well.
If you weren't trying to insult me specifically, you should also know that Togorians have ears that can pick up.
It was honestly a joke. It was a joke. Ooh, this just got really weird.
I want to know what you were thinking too.
Thank you! God, where were you
I guess
13 seconds
I
ago?
guess Zabraks don't have good senses of humor. What I was thinking was we couldn't trust the Fruc yet. I didn't know if we were walking into a trap.
I agree.
Yes.
But I don't understand. We were already committed to a firefight. At that point, I'd like to know that you all have our
Speaking of
backs.
fire, do you remember when he just started a fire all on his own in their house? Do you remember that? Just he never fought anyone and he just started
Why are we
a fire.
bringing that up right now?
I'm just saying he sometimes
trying to
doesn't think.
pick on me,
I'm not
Virgo?
completely off base.
All right,
I'm saying
I'm
sometimes Erg doesn't think.
All I'm saying is there wasn't anybody else that had a moment wherein you thought that perhaps he could be lying about what happened with the rebels that were here.
But a shot was fired and one of them was already taken out.
And
the
then-
odds were they were about to fire back
Exactly,
at us.
we were put
We
in
were
immediate
already
danger.
committed. If we found out afterwards that the Fruc was wrong or he'd set us up, we could have taken out the Fruc. And I would have been happy to do so once I knew I was betrayed.
Or we could have found 4 or 5 new allies. If indeed the Fruc was deceiving all of us and was working for the Empire.
Well, let's hope he'll communicate with us better in the future. But when we find ourselves in a firefight, I'd like to know that we all have each other's backs, so I'm not out there on my own.
Pausing could mean death.
But it could mean
A new friend, yes.
we are saved.
Heard, I know.
Pausing could mean we are saved as well. I have all of your backs. The back whose I don't have was the Fruches.
That was one of the greatest sentences I've ever heard in my life.
Almost. I attempt at language.
When you say his name, it's not that he shows up because in
Right.
recognition that he's heard it, but the Fruc pops up and he's like, we're working on this whole communication thing. I'm trying really hard.
I just imagine we're all in a huddle and we just.
Try and not be as obvious as a group of people yelling at each other. Like I'm just trying to get us to the safe house. It doesn't seem like you guys are really trying to like lay low.
Racist.
I don't
was
care.
being-
I don't care. I don't care. Can we just get where we need to go, and then you can do all this? I'm sorry. Like
Fine.
or I gotta cut you loose. This is getting. This
I
is
just
ridiculous.
pull my scarf up, and then I just start walking ahead of everyone.
Like she knows where we're going. And he kind
And then I turn, and I go, I don't know where we're going. Fruc, lead the way, please.
So the Fruc takes point, and he's continuing to move you through the streets. After a certain point, you kind of see him kind of look around, like check over his shoulder, and the vibe that he's giving is that everyone needs to kind of move through this next alleyway as incognito as possible.
Got it.
Great.
What was that again?
Incognito.
Incognito. Got it.
I pull my scarf up even higher.
That is difficult for me. I am 9 feet tall.
Can you walk on all fours?
I have an idea.
What's the plan?
Can you walk on all fours?
He
Yes,
pulls
but I
out
don't need to.
that bottle of alcohol that he had, and he hands it to you. And he goes, all right, follow my lead. And he puts like an arm around your, I guess you can't really lift up, so he's just like
I can
this.
hunch.
And he starts to lead you out into the street, kind of swerving and swaving, until he gets to a door. And he's, I should not have drank that much. I appreciate, dude, we should really just cook something. Just come with me, dude. It's fine.
Yes, I also should not have drank so much. We have to go see a doctor now.
And he opens a door,
I've never seen Herc so drunk.
and he goes inside, trying to lead you inside. So you guys see the door
Great.
that he's walking into.
I close the door behind me, but I crack it. I leave it cracked open.
All right. So we need to move stealthily,
Stealthily and
to the
quickly.
store. All right.
Well, incognito in this sense seemed to mean drunk. Right?
Is there a way to
Did I
create
miss
a
something?
distraction? How many people are there around us?
At this point, it's kind of early morning, like the wee hours. So there's not a lot of people on the street, but then you see a few people that are just kind of.
Do I have any, like, if I do poisons? In Assassin's Creed, Ezio has poison and smoke bombs. Is that a thing that I have?
You could try and fashion one, yeah, I guess.
Sure. Let's try it.
Okay.
Try to make
And
a
so you want to make a smoke bomb to activate it.
Out of poison?
No. Okay. Just out of whatever I have.
You have chemicals and you have
Chemicals.
different.
I have lots of chemicals. I have neurotoxins. Aha!
Don't make it out of that.
No, don't make it out of that.
Fine, I won't make it out of the neurotoxins. I just want to make I want to make something that's distracting or can obscure us.
Look around. Can you find a rudimentary lathe to maybe make a? Never mind. What if you had like a tennis ball and then like some?
I don't think we have a tennis ball.
Is there any,
But man, do we have climbing gear.
is there anything I could like? Oh, I do have climbing gear, but I'm trying to think. That maybe that was a little far-fetched. Is there something that I could maybe like shoot down that would create a distraction that people would focus on while we ran into the door? You know what I mean? Like, could I shoot
that
something
could draw more attention.
Like
An
a fire.
explosion.
No, I have a long-range weapon. I could shoot something far away.
That makes sense.
Something immediately.
Some sort of antenna or flag or something
Right.
to fall
down.
Yes.
into the street,
Yes.
cause a commotion.
Yes.
That's smart.
The only thing really on the street that you would see, there's different kind of lights that are on, like that illuminate. Some of them flicker, but slightly farther down the alleyway, the street, there's like a cracked but still functional like display screen that's like kind of promoting advertisements along. Like,
Can I
for
shoot
people.
it down?
You could shoot it and cause it to break. Yes.
And then I go in the comm and I say, everybody, I'm going to try and shoot that display screen down that's down the street with expert marksman accuracy. And once I do, we're going to all run into the door. Got it?
I hope it causes a distraction. I understand what you're thinking.
You do you, Virgo. I'll follow.
I will, thank you. I'm wearing my robes. Yes, Gaga! Yes. My robes are very big, so I just want to sort of hunch down like an old woman and pull out my gun, and you can't, like, everything's obscured. You can't see me pulling out my gun. And then this is going to be crappy because now, 18 setbacks. I need some enemies, man. Okay, so I want to pull out my gun and try to shoot the thing.
You have an ability and a setback, but we were now given abilities because we've reached tier 2.
Awesome, yes.
So you feel, as you're kind of focusing, again, since we've reached tier 2, there's an item that's unlocked that will unlock shortly because you're not going to just find it in the street. You are getting a natural kind of empowerment as
I'm
the
feeling
dark
very
side of
bold.
the Force kind of is moving stronger in Nar Shaddaa.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll.
Cool.
It's going to be 3 purple.
Oh my god. I always forget how many I have for when I roll to shoot something.
It would be your range heavy.
Oh, range heavy, that's what it is. Okay, cool. So it's 1 green, agility. Oh yeah, 1 green, 1. Okay, got it. Da-da. And then do I get 1 more?
Right. You do
Ability.
agree, right? You
A
get
green,
one more
and you're
green?
going to add a black.
A green and a black?
Yep.
Okay. I really hope this worked. I mutter to myself. Oh.
Yep.
Yes! Ooh. I have 1 advantage, or depending on
No,
what you
1
prefer.
success.
Well, sorry, 1 success, 1 Jedi moment,
Yep.
and then 2 disadvantages.
Yes. So you focus on the screen. You're focusing on what you can do to cause some sort of distraction. And as you wait for the right time, as you're kind of watching these cycles of advertisements go through, you fire a round from your rifle, and it pierces through the air and hits the exact part on this screen that's like the volume button. So it starts to go, and it just starts blaring this sound of this advertisement, and everyone in the street just like, what the hell? And run over towards it because it's just this loud noise, but it's cracking and fading.
All right. I quickly put my gun back, and I say, let's go.
I'll run across the way and go in the door.
Me
I'm
too.
following.
So everyone, you're using this distraction.
Yes.
As you run and you're moving towards this door, right? You make your way inside, and it's like a apartment complex, and it's like a hallway that leads into like a bigger area. You see the Fruc, and you see Herg standing next to each other at what looks like a maintenance door. It's like, okay, good.
Maintenance door?
It's like a door to like a maintenance area. What was that?
What are you talking about?
That was Virgo.
We're all here, aren't we?
No one saw us.
I did me.
Okay. All right. So just everyone, follow me. Right. And he opens up this maintenance door, and then kicks some boxes off the ground and removes a rug, and you see a hatch that leads down.
Mm-hmm.
He uncircles this hatch and lifts it up. I gotta close this up on the way out, so after you guys.
No. After you.
You're closing it from the inside?
I'm gonna come in behind you, but I have to lock it behind us.
No.
Is it a simple lock?
Not really.
Try me.
I think trust
I
is
think
harder to come by.
Okay,
than you play.
all right. I will go down. Trust goes. I'm gonna go in first.
Good.
Everyone else is gonna come in with me, and then I'm going to come back up to close it.
Sure.
Fine.
Okay, this is becoming.
Wait, you're gonna go in first? Nah, what if there's a trap up here or there's goodies down there? I'll go first.
I don't.
You go last.
That's what I said in the first place.
No, Herg.
Yes.
Herg, we could all get in there, and then he just jumps out, and then there's skeleton bones in there.
I agree with
Who
Virgo.
knows?
Thank you.
What's scary about skeleton bones?
I'm saying he could trap us down the
Dear
hatch.
Or there could
God!
be gunfire.
He starts
Just
walking.
go.
He starts walking for it. He just starts walking and heading towards this thing. And I have
Good,
to
go
come follow him.
down.
I'll follow.
Me too, as long as you're not going last.
So, as you two are climbing down this ladder, right? It's the light that's barely up above starts to kind of fade. You're kind of in this weird, dark, enclosed area, and he turns on a lantern. You see it. It's like a huge tunnel that leads back underneath the street to the other side. Was it just the two of you guys coming down, or is
You and I?
No, I came down as long as he's not.
that's what I'm saying,
No.
the
It's the two
two-
of us.
Everyone's.
I'll follow.
There's no skeleton bones.
It's a tunnel.
I wanted to try to close the hatch behind me. Somehow. Do I have to roll for that?
No, you can close it, but as you close it, you're seeing like a digital pad that pops up.
See, you should have said there was a code involved. I can't do this.
And that
I've already climbed down,
Yeah.
Fruc, it's ready for the code.
Cool.
Could have just said I have to put in a code.
We're learning trust. I don't
Yes.
want to give you. He climbs back up, and he's gone for a brief moment back up the ladder as he's activating this thing.
I swear.
Are you still holding the bottle
If he
of
betrays
alcohol?
us, I will shoot all of my neurotoxin into his head.
It's the bottle right here.
Is it drinkable?
You probably have an antidote. At this point, I don't really care.
That's true.
The Fruc pops back up, and he's like, "Oh, thank God."
Do you have more of that?
Well, soon, yeah.
Do you have any blue milk?
What's blue milk?
It's like milk, but it's blue.
It's no.
Does it taste any different from normal milk?
No,
It's got a little bit more of a powdery.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm explaining blue milk.
All right,
Come
let's
on,
go.
you just gotta go.
Let's go, sorry.
He starts to walk. He picks up this lantern and he walks through. And as you're following him through this tunnel, you get back to the other side, and there's a similar ladder that goes up.
All right.
I will go first.
Yes,
open
I'm
it
sorry.
Up.
Yes,
okay,
you're fine.
okay.
Just go.
I'm
It's
just
fine.
Okay. He climbs up, and as you hear this latch open, you guys can come up.
All right. Is there anything up there we should be aware of?
Just the Fruc. It's just the Fruc.
All right, let's go.
go.
I'll follow.
On the way up the
I'll
ladder,
follow.
Herg is going to ask Io,
Io,
What?
were you ever used as surveillance for your master?
Often. Especially when I was younger.
I understand.
Is that on comm? Separate. Did we hear that? or
we're
no?
all close enough.
Yeah.
We're
Yes,
like
okay, I
walking
wanna
up
just
a
wanna make
ladder in a tunnel. We all heard it.
Okay.
I'm not trying to make it out of earshot of Fruc, but
Right.
So you make your way up, And as you're kind of crowding around, it looks like it's inside of a strange kind of pantry kind of area. He closes the latch and he pushes a button on this side, covers it up, and he's like, well, make yourself at home. And he starts walking into this kind of proper living room of this area that you haven't been before.
Is it nice or is it just sort of plain?
It's relatively nice. It looks like it's kind of a bachelor-esque pad. So it's some nice things there, but it looks dishes are on stacked.
Are there places for us
clean.
to sleep or is it just the floor?
There's a couch and like chairs and stuff, but it doesn't look like there's really designated places for everybody to sleep.
What time is it? Is it
At this point, it's probably about 2 or 3 in the morning.
But we haven't slept yet, have
No.
we? Okay, well, I'm going to go and pick a chair and just sort of sit and pull my
I see.
scarf up over my head.
Fruc, word of advice.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't tell Herc to make himself at home.
I take big shits. I took a big shit on a guy's bed that we didn't like that guy. But I like you, Fruc.
You took a shit on someone's bed?
He deserved,
it.
He deserved it,
Okay, well,
See that? I did not even ask them to say that.
from what I hear.
Point me to the kitchen. Do you have some blue milk?
yes. So we all kind of, this has been crazy. We got off on the wrong foot. Let's just take a moment. I need to take some time and kind of refigure out how this is going to work. But in the spirit of camaraderie, he leads you to the kitchen. He just pulls out this big crate that's just full of bottles of different alcohol, and he just kind of
Oh my
slaps it
God.
on the table. And he's like,
Herc, this time don't light the kitchen on fire.
"What? What is wrong
Oh,
with
it's
you
funny
people?
when you say it.
How you shit in people's houses and light it on fire?"
He never lit their shit on fire in his defense.
Separate houses.
Those were two separate occasions.
With that, he just pulls out a bottle and just, okay, to not lighting houses on fire, to hopefully not shitting in people's rooms, and to revenge,
To revenge.
To money.
to money.
To money.
And he just starts drinking from this bottle, but he's clearly
You're all have
a
bottles.
bunch of, yeah.
I'm sleeping.
You went to sleep.
I went to sleep.
So, after kind of drinking a few rounds, he's like, I need to kind of figure out how to salvage this plan that I had. But let me explain to you what I was going to do.
Should I get up for this?
You're either trying
I was trying to
to
sleep.
fall asleep, so you
but
can
it's
either
small and there's a lot of noise.
right? So you can
So
either
I-
continue to.
I heard the word plan and I went, oh, hello.
Okay, so you're gonna get up. Okay.
I sat down.
Look, I know everyone's probably tired. The plan was there was.
And tell us everything you know.
You got it.
What was that wink for?
Are you gonna tell us everything that you know?
Depends on the situation. If the situation calls for it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I would say that the situation calls for it.
I agree. But
Again,
spirit
what was
trust,
that wink for?
I'll go first. I'm just saying it's surprising to me that you show up and the person who's been killing all these people is either your mentor or some sort of demon child of your mentor. It seems rather convenient. I don't know.
I seem to share that very quickly. You, on the other hand, haven't given us a single clue as to what your plan
Also,
was.
you said that child had been here for 3 months. so
Yes.
I don't
That
think.
doesn't stop you from showing 3 months up later. I'm still trying to understand exactly what happened.
I'm just saying, it sounds like you're trying to blame Io for what happened, and I'm not cool with that.
I
so-
think that it would have been far more suspicious had she shown up 3 days ago, not 3 months. 3 months leaves a lot more room for there to be coincidence.
It seems like a strange time for us to stop trusting each other right now. We know where your hideout is. We know how to get here. You clearly trust us, so why don't you tell us what you know about the plan?
Fair enough.
Thank you.
The hut that was in charge of brokering the deal with the Rebel Alliance is notorious for two things: slavery
Big surprise.
and weapons. That's why I told
Not a surprise.
the Rebel Alliance, despite the benefit of the weapons, can't trust someone who practices in slavery. They went a different route. I'm not here to say whether that was right or wrong. I think it's wrong, so I'm going to say it. Actually, it was wrong.
It is a desperate time for the rebellion.
Do you
The
have
hut that is in charge of this whole operation is called Oglehai the Hut.
How do you spell that?
It's OLGA
Just
hyphen
read what you want.
HAI.
Thank you.
Ogle
High.
High.
Olga.
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 High.
Olga. I forgot that.
High.
Oh, Ogle?
Olga.
Olga High.
OLGAL.
Olga High.
Olga
Olga
High.
High.
Olga.
Okay,
You
got
may
it.
have another L in it.
Jeff
I
Johnny.
did.
Yeah.
You know Jeff Johnny?
Jeff Johnny.
Olga High.
We are friends with Jeff Johnny.
Olga High.
The person who was in charge of his security was inspecting the warehouse. I wanted to capture that guy and get more information. Somebody beat me to it, and they decided to kill him.
I see.
Because they didn't want you
So,
to get any information out of him.
correct.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what information they got out of it.
But if it truly is your master, Io, Patha, then somebody must have paid her.
Handsomely.
So is there someone else then who's after Olga High?
It would seem so.
And
Well-
for what reason?
Most huts have many enemies.
That is true.
So, my plan was to get information, lay low for a little bit, and then do what we could to get close to this hut. There's been rumors that there's a big event happening. The hut is meeting with some important visitors, and I was going to use the opportunity to sneak in close and try and take him out.
What's the event?
Well, as someone who likes weapons and someone who has slaves, Oglehai is very fond of gladiatorial matches.
Oh, snap.
And he tends to celebrate arrivals of guests with elaborate games.
Does he make his slaves fight?
Yes. To the
That's
death.
disgusting.
Yes. As an added reason why you can understand that I want this hut dead.
You're sure it's nothing more than that? This isn't personal?
You mentioned revenge.
Yes, I want revenge. Roll real quick. You're gonna do your. I just do actually your perception on this.
Perception? Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So, perception. I have some things in that, so. And then right now I get a boost and a bad thing. Okay. What's the difficulty?
It's gonna be 3 purple.
Great, and I will take 2. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna take all those boosts.
Okay.
Okay. 5 advantage.
You feel like definitely there's something else there, but it's not anything that you can really call him on to be like, what was the, like, what do you?
Right.
So I'm gonna kind of rethink a plan. I think we all should just get some rest. We can approach this in the morning.
Herg wants to head over to the kitchen area. He reaches into the cooling unit, grabs some blue milk.
Okay.
He finds a plate or a saucer, pours it in that.
Okay.
And he's holding the saucer like this
Oh my god.
and licking it. And then he makes his way back into the living room.
I'm going to go to my chair and go back to sleep, and also go to the loo before I go to sleep.
In your chair?
Yes.
He grabs a couple bottles from the stack, and he said, like I said, make yourself at home.
If only we had a way into those gladiatorial matches.
It's kind of what I'm thinking. But let's just sleep on it.
We would need a great warrior to do that.
Are you listening to yourself speak right now, Herb?
No. Why?
I think you just volunteered yourself.
What? For what?
To be a gladiatorial champion, Herg.
That is so dangerous, Captain.
You can't just waltz in there and say he wants to fight.
No.
Usually their slaves are forced to fight whoever their champion is.
They would need a slave master.
Also, that's what I'm thinking.
Understood.
Handlers and
You want to sell him into slavery to...
No.
I don't think we need to sell him. I just think, or whoever, if we're gonna hash this out now,
it could still be Virgo. We still might use Virgo.
I think the best course of action would be somebody
Or Virgo.
or Virgo might be the person we send into it.
Who guy doesn't know that what we look like.
Are you sure about that? Because this whole thing falls apart if they know who you are.
Io's master might know who we look like because of the little girl.
If Ios's master is working with the Huts, we're in trouble.
No.
We've all been identified.
I don't think she's
they're
working with
not.
the Huts. She's working against them.
Right.
She went in and murdered all of those people, but that doesn't mean that Io won't be recognized by the Huts. And I'm afraid that I'm in the same situation.
What do you mean?
I liberated a Hut previously of some of her property.
That's right. You said that in the bar. What does that mean?
It just means that I stole a lot of treasure from a Hut.
Okay.
Like a lot.
Is there a bounty out on you?
Yes?
Okay. So that's not gonna work. You'll be recognized.
And we trust you, Fruc, with that information.
Okay, so I'm gonna think about this. I think we're onto something here, but I need to figure this out. Let's reconvene in this in the morning. But I think we're onto something. But is there anything else that I should know? Is there anybody else who has stolen things from Huts, have bounties from Huts, or any sort of other things that I should be aware of?
Define things.
Really?
How would you define things?
I don't know. I don't think the things that I've done really affect the situation, so I'm going to remain silent.
Humor me?
I've never stolen anything from a Hut. I do have a bounty out,
Oh God.
but I don't think it should.
Does anyone here not have a bounty
Who
out on
doesn't?
them?
Honestly, Io has bounties out on her head. We all do.
Probably. I don't know. But whenever
I
I
don't
come in
have a
connection with the
bounty.
Huts, their slave numbers tend to dwindle.
Do you kill slaves?
No, I free them.
That makes more
liberates
sense.
slaves.
That makes more sense.
I'm an
Yes.
assassin, not a
Right.
hypocrite.
Liberates a Hut of their property.
I mean, what did you think? Did you think we were all just going to have squeaky clean records? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Aren't you guys supposed to be rebels?
Yeah, but we're like privateers, so
I'm not a rebel.
we're there
know where
to
you
do
got
the
that
gray
from.
area jobs.
You've been awfully silent.
There's no bounty out on Caliph Seth. I'm clean.
There he is. There's the one for you.
All right,
He could be Virgo's handler.
I'm gonna take this information.
Handler.
I'm gonna process this.
We might have volunteered you for
I think we all just need to get some sleep.
Oh, cool. All right.
I
You or
think
her?
I have a better
Both.
picture.
Me versus her.
I'll come up with a plan.
Where do we all sleep?
Oh, that's.
There's a box right over there.
He like gets up and he goes, and there's the couch, but then he starts to
like,
kind of flip off cushions from the couch to kind of make a little bed, and it folds out into a larger bed, and then he goes to a wall, and like another kind of like little hideaway comes out,
Ah, like a Murphy bed.
and he's like, "This is hold on." He disappears off into a side room for a minute, and he's gone.
He never finishes thoughts, does he?
No, he just
Or
kind of
sentences.
ends things and wanders away.
I'll sleep on the chair that I was sleeping in previously.
Anyway, I do think that he is right that we should pose as slaves to a slave master.
Oh, yes, that was a given, I thought.
I'm not posing
All
as a
of us?
slave.
Well, it seems to me, Caleb, that you're the only choice to potentially be the slave master. Since Herg, clearly, I'm sorry, you would be a strong choice to have in combat, especially because it's probably going to
I
be
feel like
hand-to-hand
that's a little
melee.
racist.
Okay.
I feel like you're being a little
Okay,
racist by
Herg-
just assuming.
Herg volunteered himself.
I'm
Inadvertently
joking. I can
volunteered
volunteer
himself.
myself as well. I'm totally fine with that. I practically have a death wish at this point in my life.
Right.
It makes
so
sense. I can go in
I'm
as a
good.
slave master, but I will not go in as a slave.
No one's asking you to.
That's what you said a moment ago.
You're not going to have to be a slave, darling. You're fine.
He comes back holding assortment of blankets and pillows. And he's like,
Oh, sweet, thanks.
I grab a blanket.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Herg, for the blanket.
Thank you.
This will be
I think this can work.
What?
How? Everything
I'm
that's
gonna
going on in
I'm-
your head right now, translate it and make it.
I want to sleep on it, but I think I have a plan.
Okay.
Fine, let's sleep already. We'll talk
Great.
about it in the morning.
Yes.
He goes off to his room, and everyone kind of takes different spots.
I'm in the box.
Of course
You are welcome.
As you, Caleb, kind of find a location to sleep, you notice that there is a set of tools on like a nightstand that's like right next to where you're about to like go to sleep. And you are very familiar with these, and it seems like the Fruc said make yourself at home. And as you examine this group of items more, you realize that it's a toolkit that is used for slicing, which is like hacking computers and breaking into computer networks.
Well, well, well.
What you decide to do with that, you can, as you see it, is up to you.
The question is there anything to hack into here?
And you can also sleep on it.
What did you
I'm
find?
gonna
I
How did you know?
I was going to say, can I see him
Were
out
you,
of
are
the
you
corner of
right
my
over
eye?
my shoulder? I'm about to go to bed. I love this cat.
What did you find? Caleb,
I see you.
are the
You're
lights
still
out?
awake.
They're
You're
dim, yeah.
nocturnal, you're a cat.
Exactly.
I just noticed a nice set
Exactly
of
why I
slicing
asked.
tools used to hack into computers.
Slicing.
I was debating whether make yourself at home meant help yourself, or whether
He
I
tends
might.
not to get specific, so I say it's up to your interpretation.
There's room for interpretation here. You can just argue that point if he asks.
I'll talk to him about it in the morning. I don't want to screw up our trust by taking something he may need. But perhaps he doesn't have as much use for it as I do, and he'll let me borrow it tomorrow. Is anyone sleeping?
I'm sleeping. I'm going to sleep.
Everybody's in my
Just
bed
people
now.
keep making
We're not on comm right now.
What do you think's in bug juice?
Hug is sleeping at the bottom of the bed. Like,
Caleb, who do you have a crush on?
And as you all are slowly starting to doze off, and
Captain,
Yes,
oh my God!
where this is
Hug,
going.
shut up. We're trying to sleep.
I'm not talking to you.
Yes, but this is a tiny room. I can hear you.
Try to just go to sleep.
I can't. You keep talking.
You're just making me talk more by interrupting.
Oh my
Let me
God.
get out my sentence. Captain,
yes.
This is my nightmare.
do you think we have any other options?
No. Not that I can think of right now.
Let's brainstorm, all of us, before we go to sleep. What else can we do?
Besides, well,
Gladiatorial combat?
I
Yeah.
know. But I think that some of us, not me, I would definitely get killed, going into the gladiator ring might provide us with enough time and distraction. I'm hoping that maybe if we can keep up this air and keep some sort of distraction going, Io, you could enter separately from us, observe from the shadows, and see if you could find any trace of your former master.
I like the way you think, Captain.
And maybe if Io has an opportunity to free slaves
Oh, that's a given.
while there's a gladiatorial distraction happening,
Yes.
Io can do that. And if one of us is in the arena, then we will know for sure that a slave won't be killed.
That's true.
We have control over that as well. Because if we don't enter one of us into the gladiatorial combat and we disguise ourselves as observers to try to
Yeah.
rub
I think,
elbows with the hut, we will see a slave kill another slave.
yes.
And we can't interfere.
Yes. We'll definitely have an advantage being on the inside. A dangerous one, but an advantage to be sure.
If I enter, I have things.
Neurotoxin?
No, I'm saying I can make it look like I've beaten someone when I really haven't.
That's
That is
true.
true.
We need to find out whether this tournament is usually to the death. Because otherwise,
They tend
Ferg,
to.
I am
you're
quite
going
certain
to
it
be forced
is.
to kill slaves yourself or be killed.
Or I can use Virgo's toxins to make it appear as if my opponent has been killed by me.
That seems like a much better plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when the body is disposed of, we can go rescue it and revive it.
I could mix something up for you to put on your claws. They might take a bit of damage, but it won't be lethal.
I like the way this is shaping up.
Damn it, now I've got to get out my poisons.
No.
Okay, I'll wait.
That can happen
They're
in the
just
morning.
so, neurotoxins.
And then I suppose while Algahai is distracted, and Io, once you figure out if your master is involved at all, once we confirm or you free slaves or achieve something, we have to have some opening to potentially assassinate him.
Yes. Actually, I could see, really, honestly, I could see my poisons really helping out here in this entire mission. Like,
you're
I should
trying
outfit
to
you
convince
all.
them because you've been talking about it nonstop, but you're very adamant about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, I see an opportunity for my poison literally everywhere.
Virgo,
'Cause I
you'll get to use
put someone to
your
sleep.
poisons.
I could kill someone.
Right.
The crew just trying to sleep in the next room.
You asked for this because I was going to go to sleep, but now my brain is going a million miles.
It's true,
a
though.
minute.
If one of us got close enough.
Or if I give something to Herg to fight in the gladiator ring, I have a long range weapon. I can literally shoot poison into anyone in an arena.
Or if someone were to get close enough to Aglahai,
Yes, that's true.
one would assume that he'd be participating in leisure activities, perhaps imbibing during the
Yes.
course of this event.
And if I'm like a hot Zabrak slave, you know,
You could poison his drink.
I could totally poison his drink. I could poison the shit out of his drink. And I could make it look like he was simply falling asleep.
Right. So,
So we have the beginnings of a plan.
Yes. And it all involves poisons!
well, we're going to have to see what the Fruch's plan is and figure out a way to make these plans coincide. Now, the question remains, if he comes at us with a completely conflicting plan to what we've come up with, do we go along with his plan as he wants us to, or do we pretend to and then execute our plan the way that we intend to?
No, we have a discussion and we work together. If his plan's not as good as ours, we simply tell him our
whose
plan.
plan get him on board with our
We'll
plan?
know. There's more of us than there are of him. If we decide our plan is better,
That's true.
we share it with him.
But
I
I'm
think
sure-
working off separate plans is a bad idea.
Yes.
I agree.
But he has been here for a long time, so he knows what we're up against.
That's true.
Does he really?
He may have some information which would make
Maybe
our
not.
plan useless. And we'll need to know
Yes,
that.
There were a lot of bodies in that warehouse.
Like if everyone's immune to poisons, there's no point.
Io, I'm worried about you. Obviously, you have no love for slavers. Neither do I. Will you be able to carry out the plan and save the freeing the slaves till the end when there's an opportunity? Or will you be so passionate in your hatred, your revenge possibly, that you will jeopardize the plan in order to free a slave?
Revenge has never been one of my motivating traits. You can count on me.
Excellent.
Generally, when it comes to freeing slaves, you only have one small opening. And if you act rashly, that opening is closed.
My worries have subsided, thank you.
It's not my first time at this space rodeo. I don't know what to
but
call
you
it,
clearly
space.
have some
Bantha run.
experience in this field, and I just needed to know. Forgive me for asking.
The only unknown factor is Pafa, if she's going to show up. Because it seems like she might have been after the same thing as the Fruc is.
You can't use both those names in one sentence, I'm sorry.
So, again, I say we sleep on our beginnings of a plan, hear what the Fruc has to say, and then try to integrate everything, knowing that we could show up and she's probably going to be going after him as well.
All right, good night then.
Good night.
Captain, we'll jump off that bridge when we get there. But believe me, if my master is there, if my mentor is there, I know what to do.
I trust you.
What if we have to work with your mentor?
That's not gonna happen.
So as you slowly doze off as best you can.
Ferg, I swear to God.
Go to sleep, Herg.
In a strange place, you get as much sleep as you can. And before you know it, the light from outside is coming through the windows. And the Fruc emerges from his room with bloodshot eyes, as if he had actually spent most of the night staying up, not actually sleeping. And he instantly starts walking towards the kitchen. And he just opens up the fridge and kind of flops some strange looking fruit onto the table below you, or on the kitchen. And he's like, I'm sorry, I don't have anything more than this because I don't really, so I've been thinking about it, and I think we were onto something. But it's difficult because it seems like some of you have had run-ins with huts before, which is helpful in this sort of situation, but also not. So I think it works in 3 ways. you're all one group, but we need somebody to play, or multiple people to play the part of the owners, who will be allowed entrance into the areas that the huts are going to be. We need somebody or multiple people to play the role of the trainers that will allow access into the slave quarters, but have an access to area that necessarily the slaves wouldn't. And then we have somebody who, or multiple people acting as slaves. And that way you can all move in as a group, but then break apart into different sections. And that way the trainers and the slavers will be able to work together, and I'll be able to work with whoever is the owner moving up. That's what I thought. What did you guys come up with?
Similar
Like
plan.
that, but with more poison.
Poison. Yes, that's right. Your poisons. And he like lets out a sigh. He goes back in the kitchen and starts brewing some sort of rich aroma of something caffeinated.
Why? Why
He's
did
like,
you
that's
sigh?
right. I need because it's the poisons, and that's all you were talking about last night. I could. That's all
Do you
I
not
heard.
want me to use my poisons? I can
it's-
save my poisons.
It's fine. No, poison. So are you gonna? Who are we gonna use? It's like the one. I'm just saying. It was like the one word that kept coming through the door. That's all I heard was just poison.
Well,
I'm sorry, I got a little
Poison.
loud.
there were sort of two schools of thought as far as that goes. Virgo, being a skilled user of poisonous substances, would be able to debilitate someone in the arena without actually killing them.
We're not killing any slaves. We decided.
I assume they
That's a
usually
good
fight
point.
to the death.
Yeah. Yes. They do
Virgo
different.
poison, we can mimic that.
They do different tiers.
Okay.
Different stages of events.
Of course they do.
Tell us more.
They range from things where combatants fight droids, combatants fight creatures, but the big main event, the one that probably whoever these guests are will be present for, is the slaves against slaves. That's probably our best bet. I mean, we can go under the guise of one of those others, but
No.
We could set it up so that one of us is fighting the other. No casualties, if that's possible.
The thought did cross my mind.
Yes.
interesting.
Herg and I could potentially fight each other. Then no one's in danger at all.
But then how would you poison all the high?
I'd have to leave that to one of you.
I'm not opposed to this.
I'm just throwing it
My
out.
only
How would we
fear
arrange that so
is-
that you two
is
would
how
fight
we
each other
figure
I don't know if
specifically?
that's arrangeable. I just wanted to throw it out there.
And as far as myself and Io are concerned, what were your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's obvious that you shouldn't be present to the huts. So that leaves you towards either the trainers or the gladiators.
If you think I'm putting on slave shackles again, you've got another thing coming.
Had a feeling that was going to be I would say then trainer would be best. And that would also put you right in the area.
Also, if I don't, I mean, first choice is Herg. I leave a little
I
concoction
mean,
with
he
Herg.
volunteered last night. We were all there.
No, I
so,
know.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I don't have a problem putting on slave shackles, so I can also be of use there.
So, slave,
Yes.
trainer, owner.
Be a trainer or an owner.
Well, someone's got to own all these slaves.
Well,
What
then
is the
I guess
difference?
I'm the owner.
Between an owner and a trainer.
Owner owns all of them, and
Yeah.
the trainer just.
The trainers are underlings, also
I see.
probably slaves in greater favor.
What do we need to do to assassinate this hut?
You want him dead,
We
right?
want him dead. Right?
What do we have to do to get close to him?
Well, I think the first thing is this at least gets us in the door.
Yes.
And that's the key. But once we're in, I don't know. It sounds stupid now, but this poison thing makes sense.
Oh, does it? I'm just joking with you. I'm not upset.
Where do these battles take place?
Oluai has his main complex, but off to the side is this big arena that he has. And
Is it heavily guarded?
yes,
Is there a way to put poison pins on his chair?
Oh my god.
Hours before. Was that stupid? Was that
Think,
stupid
no,
to ask that?
no,
There
not
are no bad ideas.
just. I think that the initial idea that we
tend
had
to take their chairs with them.
yes.
Oh. So
They're
no
in
one
a
can leave
chair.
poison pins
Yeah.
on.
The arena, does it have an open?
No,
Roof?
it's enclosed.
It's enclosed. Is there vantage points from high up above to see the hut?
I would assume so, yeah.
Can we snipe some poison at it?
Or whoever is
Now, there's
closest
an
to him could, again, as we discussed, perhaps poison his drink.
That's true, but that could very quickly become dangerous.
One other idea. Before the tournament, well before it, what kind of security would the arena have?
The arena has a lot of security, especially with it being an event. I mean, I think the idea
Wait,
is
what day is it today?
it's Friday.
When is the tournament?
It's ongoing. It's going
already
to be
started.
days.
It's already started.
Every day?
It's going to be days of games. That's what I'm saying. We just need to get in through the door.
I see.
And
it's
once we're
already
there,
started.
we can start communicating with each other. But I think it's best to have a plan
So
So
there will be fights later tonight. Today.
starting today. Yes.
Starting today. Will Olga be there for all of them? You said
It's
he'd
hard
be
to
there for
say.
the main event.
He'll be there for the main event.
What time does that happen? How much time do we have?
I don't know. We'd have to go to the arena and find out.
Oh, so the schedules change every day?
The main event is not today, however.
They have main events every day.
Every day.
So if we don't have enough time to plan it for today, Friday, maybe we could try for Saturday? Or Sunday?
Yes, Space Saturday we could try.
Just trying to figure out
Think
what options we have.
There might be more people there on Saturday because it's the weekend.
Right,
So would that be more beneficial for us to go when it's crowded or bad for us? Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're
If
saying.
it's more crowded,
Perhaps we should go as spectators today to get some lay of the land.
is that
At this
possible?
point, we have no
That's
idea what we're
actually
going into.
not a bad idea.
Reconnaissance.
Can we? That's actually not a bad idea.
I can't go because I will be fighting either
You'll be
later
too
today or
recognizable.
tomorrow. I'll be
That
too
is true.
recognizable. Togorians are relatively rare in this sector, no? Yes?
I think relatively rare. Most places except your.
Togoria.
Perhaps those of us who won't be recognized so easily
Yes.
I was going
should
to say,
spend
would
a
it
day
be wise for the
spectating.
two of
I
us
think-
to
Put
be
some
seen anywhere near
cloaks
that?
on and stuff.
We could go and
I think it might be a good idea to bring you. If you made a scene,
And got captured?
no.
No.
But
If I fight someone,
yeah,
show my prowess,
yeah.
then they will allow me to enter as a combatant. So I have to pretend like I'm a slave, like me and the owner will go, and the owner will say, "I have a champion that's stronger than anyone here. Shut up! You're not listed in the fights. I should be. He's so strong. Look at him. I am strong. I will fight you. He is not strong. He's just a cat."
Now that you're saying it out loud, I mean, it could work, or it might not work.
And then I overpower someone. Oh, he's strong. Let him fight. Let him fight tomorrow on Saturday.
Or maybe Sunday. What if you can't make Saturday? Maybe Sunday.
And fight on Saturday.
it could work to our advantage.
Let's
Are there other ways to sign
let's
me
do
up?
this. Yeah, you could just sign up. You don't have to be a slave.
You
Okay.
don't have to show your prowess. You can just sign up.
But
He
I
likes
think
to
this
show his
might be the
prowess.
best
He really
idea.
wants to.
We go scout it out. We did get the intel that we needed. from the major domo that was killed.
Look for sniping positions
We scouted out.
for Virgo.
We have a few days to figure this out.
Is
We
that
go.
what I'm going to do?
See where the slaves are held.
So
so
you
that
don't
we can
have to
free
make
them.
a scene. You don't have to come and go into the arena, but it might be good to have you there.
It
Should
might
I
be
go
good.
as well?
I think we should
I'll just cover
all
up.
go.
Right.
Do you have any extra cloaks in your hideout here?
Maybe. And he
We can take. You can use these blankets.
he leaves. That's you're just walking around with a blanket. That's,
Yes, Hug, let's just walk around with blankets over our faces.
we could pick something. Hold on. And he goes in to his room.
I'm sorry. What most humanoids wear looks like blankets to me. It's just
Fair,
blankets.
fair.
He comes
They're
back
just
out
dark brown.
with an assortment of garments that could work to cover you up as best you
Alright.
could.
How about this? I do reconnaissance around the outside of the arena. And we can be reporting to one another in case you require assistance or vice versa. It might be smart to have a man on the outside.
Right.
I will be nearby, but I will be doing reconnaissance for ways to sneak in, for vantage points, sniper positions, to see where the guards are, to see what their schedules are. Oh, yes.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
this plan. Let's
Sounds
let's
good to me.
there's as much as vengeance is best served at the right time and not prematurely.
I don't think that's the.
I think that's what it is.
I'm from Togorian. I know that's not what
If
you're
you
saying.
definitely do
Fruc.
vengeance with a plate regardless, we can take our time.
Yes.
So I let's
Then let's go have a nice breakfast.
I have the fruit. Do you want? No, okay. Breakfast. There's probably something to eat there.
That's true.
You can grab something along the way.
Fruc.
That is my name. Yes. The fruit. I
The
prefer
Fruc.
actually.
Pardon me.
The fruit.
I noticed you had some slicing equipment. Are you able to hack?
I've been known to do it when I need to. Yeah.
What
I'm
exactly?
particularly good at hacking myself. Do you think that's something that might come in handy?
I don't see why it wouldn't be prudent to bring it with us. Are you asking me for my kit?
Yes.
Do we need to hack
He hands it to you.
identities?
Trust.
Trust.
Yeah, if you want to, I don't go around saying your name, especially if there's certain people you have bounties. I think. Just don't make a scene unless we need to make a scene.
What exactly is your occupation on this planet?
Use your charm.
Okay.
She's got the charm.
So I'm rifling through the pile of clothes. I'm just holding stuff up. All I see are fancy hats. Do you have anything else?
Do you need anything else?
We
Everything.
asked for cloaks.
A man is his hat.
Oh, should
Only
we
as
all
good
wear
as his hat.
hats that can obscure our faces?
Those were some wonderful hats.
I
don't
can't be
understand.
recognized.
What's the difficulty? 4.
Captain can't be recognized.
But I think the Fruch is onto something. Test a theory for me, the Fruch.
I got no result.
Wow, this is just
That was a
straight
lot
up.
of-
Literally nothing.
He has been You started to talk to him about it, and he got completely sidetracked by this
Hat's
conversation.
conversation.
The Fruch, take your hat off. Please, test a theory for me. I think I'm going to prove your point. He just looks like a humanoid now. I don't know what he looks like anymore. I recognize him by his hat. He just looks like a regular white guy right now. That's it. Put your hat back on. Put it back on.
So I think you've just. So the hat.
Now he's the fruit. You see, if we wear hats, we will become that hat.
I have
Her gloves.
Look, if you don't want to take the hats, it's fine.
no.
it's
I have a disguise kit.
I feel like that. Never mind.
I'll take a hat.
Perfect.
I'm just going to
This
wear.
one.
I'm just going to
What
wear.
is
my-
it?
What is it?
It's an assortment of hats. You just put one on your.
It's a fancy musketeer hat.
Like with the.
With a very
Oh, good. It makes
So
me
low
look even
key.
taller.
He's a 9 foot tall cat creature.
Wait, are there any boots that are large enough to fit him?
Oh no!
That's in boots.
I have different paws and feet than humanoids.
Yeah, that's you. Got it. That's you. Yeah, right. You have become the hat. That is. I get it
People are
now.
going to know me as the Togorian with the hat.
Herg, I barely recognize you.
Tip my hat to you,
You
sir.
look
I'm
just
all
like a
in.
regular.
I do.
And you can use it.
Who am I?
Where did Caleb go?
Are you?
I'm
Trying
going to.
What kind of disguise are you trying to go for?
I am trying to go
You took
for
your tentacles into the hat. You don't even
a
look.
Right in.
just general scum of the galaxy, like you might find in a place like Nar Shaddaa.
So you're dirtying yourself up. A little
Yeah, dirtying myself up a little bit. I want to like conceal my hair and
bit. Keeping the hair color.
well, I'll change my hair color.
2.
Brown.
Okay.
Yep, unassuming.
They'll never expect that.
How long does that take?
Doesn't take that long.
No.
I want to go eat breakfast.
Okay, we
I'm
can
just
go.
going to wear my normal. Yeah.
Your normal disguise. Okay, well let's go. Look, I get it.
Virgo,
We'll
you can put
go
a hat on.
get breakfast.
Oh, thank you.
I know a great place that's near the arena.
We'll bring the fruit.
You don't have to bring the fruit. I get it. You didn't like it. Just
You can eat it on the way. As a
and then
snack.
so everyone's grabbing hats and doing different things. Are you specifically trying to do anything?
I'm still rifing through everything because I'm still not sold on the whole hat theory.
Okay.
As interesting and as intriguing as it may. But I do find a very large pair of goggles
Okay.
and a bandana of sorts.
Sure.
And I tie up all of my hair underneath it. And I use the goggles to conceal
Interesting. Okay.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caleb, you're just.
How do
you're
you know it's me?
This is,
Who is a stranger in my house?
There you go. Who is
totally
this?
different person.
That's the point. Oh God. Oh.
I was just assuming that I rifled through and found myself a disguise, and this was the disguise.
That's
I
the
found.
perfect. Great.
Sure, it's probably has a scarf in the back of it or something to hide my tendrils to some degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really trying to not be a nautilin so
Yeah.
much as I'm just trying to, if I need to look different later.
Incognito.
Great.
Yes.
I'm also going to wear a small baby blue blanket.
Of course. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's great. I love it. It's perfect.
It's the specificity. That
It's exactly what you would give a slave, I think, if to make them feel important. But it has actually.
When really it's a shitty blanket.
and now for code names. Linus.
I like it. Lioness.
No. Linus.
Lioness. I love it.
Never mind.
And you shall be Charlie Brown.
You don't, but you know.
What's that?
Nothing.
They're made up syllables in my mouth. You'll be Peppermint Patty. You'll be Lucy. And you'll be Woodstock.
No. This should be Pigpen. She dirtied herself up.
Pigpen,
Perfect.
Peppermint Patty,
Definitely.
Lucy. Charlie Brown. Lioness. Oh, right. You will be Snoopy.
I'm the Fruc.
The Fruch.
Snoopy.
Snoopy.
No dogs allowed.
I'm sticking with the Fruc.
Your
That's what.
code name will
The
be...
fruit.
Codename. Codename Snoopy. Codename
Would
Snoopy.
you, in this occupation that you
Good. Let's
seem
go
to
get
have
that
forgotten
breakfast.
a-
And he leaves. He leaves.
He really just doesn't
not.
commit to finishing any stories.
It's like every time he talks, all we hear is...
All right, let's go.
He proceeds to take you through a series back through the tunnels and back out and kind of stagger your time. And eventually he brings you to close to Obahai's arena area. And it's a bustling area because there's, of course, this large Colosseum structure, but there's vendors and people and activity, and there's the slave quarters not too far away. And there's a lot of commotion as the morning kind of is coming upon Nar Shaddaa. And he's brought you to a food stand. He's like, here, try this. This is the best. And as you partake in the meal, the breaking of your fast, as it were, he pauses and says, don't make any sort of movement or scene. But I want everyone, as he passes, to make a note of Okal High as he comes by. This is our target. And it looks like his 2 visitors are with him. And you see as there's just a swarm of guards moving as this hover lift, this kind of skiff moves by. And you see Okal High for the first time. And for a Hutt, he seems typical in the sense of his size, but a little bit more muscular than others you have seen. He has a few scars on his face. And you see 2 individuals on the lift next to him.
I need
One of you.
Sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
I need to figure out how big he is, so I know how much poison to.
You make a mental note of he's Hutt size.
So I can figure it out. Like
He's a
I don't
large,
muscular.
slug-like creature that is. He's Jabba the Hutt size.
Okay,
That's
cool.
like
Just beefier.
beefier.
Cool.
We'll do it.
He's with 2 individuals. One of them, one of you remembers from your time on Groth. And that person knows this person as Lara.
What?
And as one person says something out loud, and no one knows, everyone finds a little bit of shock as you see this other person move out of the way and a familiar face
No!
appear. And as
Tom Cruise?
he removes the glasses, you're surprised that it's not Randall, but instead Aaron Val.
I knew it!
Who is it?
No!
And with that, we went into
Oh, Jesus Christ! No!
Cool, Caleb, stay cool, Caleb. We know him. Stay cool, stay cool.
We just blew our cover.
I'm gonna keep eating.
Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, it's the Hutt. Okay, it's the Hutt.
I hope I wasn't eating or drinking anything when that happened, because I went.
Fatigue. So,
Well done, Bert.
with that, definitely, I think first off, kudos to everybody. It was a little bit.
Yeah.
When it was a week and we're getting
Yeah,
back and we're trying to remember who everybody was.
Yeah.
I
A lot of setbacks.
Like-
Get opportunities to use.
like this system. I think for the sake of
Getting to the
the
dark
other
side,
side,
dice,
the
yeah.
dark side,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of obvious that the way that I still like
Doesn't
this
work.
separation
Yeah.
of pools, but it's gonna just be in moving forward. That is the dark side pool. So imagine those all being dark sides, setbacks,
Boost
abilities.
and proficiencies.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I like that.
think
Yeah,
that's
I like
the
that
bit. I
too.
think that's as much as
Yeah, because it's harder
Yeah.
to get to use it.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
theory, but
I
it's
was
like
like, you
when
guys
we,
don't get
but like when we attack, we don't get to
Oh, no.
affect
All we do is
You
their
guys-
hinder the other
defense.
people.
So yeah.
yeah, which is, I mean, when you guys did do it, it was like, oh shit.
It was
Right,
awesome.
right.
yeah.
It was
But
awesome,
I
but
think for
Can the dark side people maybe have an option to do that? To hinder?
let me think about it.
Okay.
Like I said, everybody.
Yeah,
was
we're still
really
working
wants
it out.
But that would
It
also
was,
be-
we tested it,
But still,
I
like-
think
would be
we'll
an
have
advantage just
a
for dark side,
conversation
not-
and then
unless there's
we'll go
something.
from there.
That's
But
true. But yeah, but
Yeah.
also that's using your die for. You know what I mean? You're still using them. It's
No,
not,
you're still using them, but then if only the dark side can be used to affect the opponent,
Oh, yeah.
then
Yeah,
light
I guess
side has
that's
the
true.
disadvantage of
I guess
you can
that's
only.
What?
I'm so mad.
I'm shook right now.
Well, I guess we have to wait till
No,
next
not
week.
yet.
We have to wait till
Not-
next week.
Yeah.
Don't even tell me. That way I
Damn
can react.
it.
I am so shook right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So right now, there's a post credits situation, right? It was we faded to black, but then we faded back in.
Yes.
And this was
That never
actually
happens in a Star Wars movie.
No.
This is the first
This is
time.
the first time.
Can we all? Yeah, he's swimming. Exactly. That's what I want to do.
Everybody is eating their food,
Okay.
and it is delicious. But unfortunately, I don't really fucking know how to do this. Two things happen right now.
What?
First, Virgo, you're eating your food. And sometimes, as a game with yourself, you poison yourself to kind of boost your own immunity to certain poisons.
Inconceivable.
It's like giving yourself the flu.
So you're gonna do,
I'm sorry. What?
sometimes it's a game that you play with yourself. You poison yourself a little
know what?
bit.
That actually kind of makes sense for your
It
character.
kind of does.
To boost your
And
immunity.
I just whisper, my poison.
So you're gonna do a resilience check right now.
What is that? I demand to know what this
You're
is.
gonna do a resilience check right now.
Give me this.
Our food's been poisoned.
No.
No, just she's
I just
intentionally
poisoned myself.
poisoning herself.
Which is
She's building up an immunity, just
I
like
get
Leslie did in
resilience.
Princess Bride.
That's my
Right.
brawn, which is 3.
Like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
No, it makes sense that I do that. It really does. I'm a
And
little
you're gonna
bit crazy.
use,
Wait, so sorry, bronze.
Sorry.
That's 3. That's 3 of these. Yeah.
And do you get a
you're gonna use,
setback in
there's
ability?
it's gonna be 5 purple dice.
But I get to use those, right?
It's gonna be 5 purple dice.
Okay.
And now, any of those dice become positive dice.
Go to
Hey,
town.
use 18 boosts. This is the
You
post-credit
don't want me
scene.
to use all of them, do
Yes,
you?
do it.
Wait, they said two things
Are
are
they
going to happen
rolling
though.
over to next week, or
So
are
use
they?
like half of them.
Oh my god, okay, I'll take them all!
Wait,
wait,
Just
but 2 things are
understand,
gonna happen.
Take
two
half
things
of
are
them.
happening
Great.
right.
I'm going
exactly.
to take 9 setbacks,
There you go.
5 difficulties, and 2 challenges.
That means
Or I mean,
2
sorry.
proficiency, so you
So wait,
add 2 yellows.
Which one? Okay, so 2.
yellow.
Okay.
5
add-
green
No, 5 green
5 green.
and 9 blue.
and 9 baby blues.
Wait, I want to add
Like
the red
the blanket.
too. Though. Oh.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did.
You did.
We're
Those are-
turning them
yeah,
into
and then
good
9
dice
blues.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good dice for you.
Oh, I reached my limit. I could only use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, roll it. And then you needed 4 more. Here's
Didn't
4
use
more.
any. Oh, the reds would be the yellows.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And those are the 4
Okay.
more.
You want to just come over? Just one.
I can't reach them. Wait, should I go ahead and roll?
Yeah, roll
Yeah,
that.
What's going
Oh, hey, don't look at my notes. They're so important.
What?
We hadn't
Do you have
spent
like
so much.
Marvel trading cards
Okay.
back there? What are
What?
you doing?
So,
Well, you got more coming now.
oh my god. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
that was very helpful to me.
Okay. Jibba, jibba, jibba. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
So
great.
I've got,
so
that's great.
I've
2
got
more
5,
successes and 3 more.
7 successes, and
9, 10, 11.
wait, 8, 9,
11
and 11 advantages.
7-Eleven, baby.
Did she kill the hut?
As you eat this,
Not only does she not poison
you
herself,
momentarily,
It's amazing.
your heart stops. And you will yourself back
Death?
from
Holy
the
shit.
slight
damn!
murmur. And you now find yourself
Oh, that felt good.
On a beach.
it's like that's the kind of what you do. You kind of take yourself. It's a little bit sadistic. You take yourself to the very
I am
edge.
sadistic. I've got a lot of baggage.
But
I wish for death.
and everyone else around
Sometimes.
you, all they see is just, and you continue to eat your shawarma.
That's hardcore.
But of this, 2 things happen. 1, your strain permanently increased by 1.
Ooh.
Permanently.
Permanently increased by 1.
Damn!
2, do you have any ranks in resilience?
Hold on. No.
You have 1 rank in resilience now.
Oh, poison me next.
So wait,
Don't.
my strain is now 13.
Yep.
Cool.
Wow.
And your resilience is +1. While that's happening,
Oh,
Oh,
here's
is
the
this
second part of it.
Oh, okay.
Post credits.
Herg,
Because we ended Dark Side, so you guys get a good thing happening to you.
That's what's happening. Got it.
Just tell me what I have to roll. Thank you for saving me some. I'm gonna use 9 blues.
5.
As you're eating, a little child comes up to you.
Oh my god.
5 greens.
Throw me.
And as the little child comes up to you, without saying anything, instantly goes into a long conversation, telling you about all about their day, everything that they've done, all of their toys that they've collected. And it's getting to the point where you're starting to lose your cool.
Blue stripes.
Because it's just this annoying kid that's not focused on anyone else but just you. So you're gonna roll, and you're gonna roll your cool.
My cool. By the way, I've used everything.
Oh, good, great,
Everything
awesome.
left is to 0. And my cool is my presence, which is 2, so I'll add 2 greens. And do I get an additional setback and ability because of the bottom half?
No. You're gonna get 5 purple dice.
Okay. Yep.
Here's 2 more.
I need 2 more purples. And that's it?
Yep.
Okay, great. Cool, so that goes away and I get 1 of those. This is a ridiculous amount of dice.
So just subtract 1 advantage.
Cool, yeah, so it's 7 advantage and 11 success. I'm gonna flip it and reverse it. 11-7, baby.
11.
Oh.
So I keep my cool.
So as this child continues to talk, you just reach out your hand.
And then this one, and then does this one, and then this one,
Just
and then this one, then
pat him on the
this,
head,
then this,
turn him around, and then kind of
Little tap.
gently pat him on his way.
The vein can be seen through my illustrious fur, running down the middle of my forehead.
And with that,
Dark side, what do I get?
do you have any rates or any ranks in cool?
None.
You have
Yes.
1 rank in cool,
Sweet.
permanently increased.
Dang.
And do you have any ranks in discipline?
Yes, I have 1.
You now have rank 2.
Dang. Well, let's get
And with
some
that-
light side endings, and then we can have a cool post-credit sequence.
Can I kill somebody real quickly?
Yes, so with that, that was a wonderful way of 2 things. 1, we realized that the system that we thought was going to be cool doesn't actually necessarily, and like we said, it's a work in progress. But we appreciate everything that everybody does when it comes to the dice. So
That's cool. I like the post-credit
as much
thing.
as that was
Yeah.
extremely stacked,
On galactic events.
that had a permanent effect on
Dang,
2 of our characters.
well,
Yeah.
So that was a thank you.
Done, guys.
Cool.
Also, like we said, we're gonna, I think, adjust that for next week. But I
Yeah.
think overall, I really like the kind of the
Yeah.
thing. We were really close to getting that tier 3 item,
Dang.
and we're trying to do our best to make sure that these things kind of happen without breaking the narrative flow. But that being said, are some of our items that are in our tier 3 things related to characters' backstories?
Oh
my
Oh,
Maybe they
shit.
are.
damn.
So,
Interesting.
tier 3s are important. And sometimes they're just really cool things that, holy shit, could change the game. So, I think with that one, I would say thank you, as always, to all you guys. That one took a little, didn't go quite the way I thought, but
I was
it went to a
surprised.
good place.
I was surprised at how emotional I was making myself when you were revealing who was with the hut.
Oh.
Because I was like, oh my god, if one of these people is a character in Herg's backstory, I'm gonna flip my shit. I was like, oh, I'm gonna ruin this whole mission and I'm gonna kill somebody right now. Ooh. Surprising.
Yeah, when you like
I was
like, ooh, and not, everything's fair game now. Like with the blade and all. I was like, oh my god.
There was quite a bit. I don't know if everyone fully knows all of the unravelings that have been happening in this episode. But with that said,
I can't wait for next week.
Really quickly go around the room who you are and where people can find you. And yada, yada, yada.
I'll go first. I'm Hector Navarro, and I just tweeted out a podcast that I did with a buddy of mine who had never seen the movie Avatar.
What?
And then we watched James
Like
Cameron's
James Cameron?
James
Avatar
Cameron's? Okay.
from
Blue
2009.
cat people.
Yeah.
In 3D, Blue Cat People. So go look at that, and then you can follow me on Twitter at Hector is Funny.
Yeah.
Hi, I am Kim Cannon. That is Kim with a Y. I'm an actor here based in LA. I actually know how to use a lightsaber, and you can find me at Kim Cannon. That's my handle on Twitter.
Hi, my name is Erica Lindbeck, and you can find me on Twitter at Erica Lindbeck. And I just today, they announced that, I don't know if any of y'all are into Fire Emblem, but I am voicing Celica, who is one of the protagonists in the new Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valencia. So, and she's also just got released in Fire Emblem Heroes, the mobile game. So yeah, super excited.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
appreciate
That's very
it.
cool. My name is Keith Silverstein. You can find me on Twitter at SilverTalkie, talkie like walkie-talkie, Talkie. Also do voiceover. I'm not playing Celica. I'm not.
He auditioned
I was
for
close.
her.
I did pretty well. She's hard.
I
She's really
barely
good.
beat him out.
I am going to be at Tokyo and Tulsa, I think, sometime next month. So if you're in Oklahoma, or if you're not, just fly there. See me.
Right.
It's totally worth it.
Where's the Arnie's ready to work?
Do they have a Tulsa and Tokyo convention?
So, did I say opposite?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be in Tokyo, and they're doing an Oklahoma thing.
It's just all performances
Listen,
in the
guys.
musical Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's just all day.
Wow.
In
Flip
Tokyo.
that, reverse it. And I said it the other way. I had my appendix out last week, so I get a free pass.
He
for
gets a
saying that
free
wrong.
pass.
How about, Tokyo and Tulsa? That's better. I said it the
Yeah.
opposite way.
No, you said it
said it
correctly, but I was
You
just
did.
asking.
Hector was just asking.
Do they have
I was like, okay. I thought that I said it wrong.
the culture?
Everybody's going to show
lifestyle
up in
of
Tokyo now.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah. No.
They do. They flip it. It's crazy. I hear that's really exciting.
I'm Emma Fife. I can be found on Twitter and Instagram at my name. I also now have a professional Facebook page that I am trying my darndest to keep up with. So I'm actually like posting stuff on it. So you can find me on Facebook and give that a like. Also, I just started my own show here at Hyper RPG on Tuesdays at 1:00 p.m. I am doing solo streaming. My show is called Adventures in Fiefdom because my last name is Fife. And I am currently streaming Persona 5. So
I'm in Persona 5.
I'm in
coming
Persona
out.
5.
No
way.
You're gonna have to play like 25 hours.
I know,
before you
yeah,
get
that's
to
what
me,
somebody
though.
said. They're like, Emma, Erica's in this game like 20 hours from now.
I think you get to hear me in the first 5 minutes, I think.
Oh.
Well, aren't you special?
Yeah. all I know is right now Cassandra Morris is telling me what to do a lot.
Morgana.
And I'm over it. But anyway, yeah, so come hang out with me and play video games. I'm having a great time.
Very cool.
All right, y'all, let's
Read
read
some
through some
stuff.
tips real quick.
Tip.
Started tonight with Lord Schaffer donating $25 towards Light. Here's a little love for Star Wars. Superlot, Boost. Let's start with some light side love.
Yeah.
Light side
Lord
love.
Schaffer coming in again. Use that hashtag ability wisely, young Padawans.
Yeah.
Rottweiler66, difficulty dark.
Yeah.
This is now for people. This is people.
Yeah.
No, I like it now. That's
Thank
cool.
you.
Exactly.
$10. Here's a boost to help out. Glad to see Keith and Bert feeling better. Now I'm just curious if Virgo's infatuation with Io that eventually leads to Virgo impersonating Boba Fett will begin sometime during this series. Hashtag totally Boba Fett. Hashtag bulge.
If you don't know what that means, go watch last week's episode. It was amazing.
It was
Cupcake
something.
therapy.
I was not cool with that, by the way.
Heard this is a very tense situation and Io seems upset. You should throw a few children to brighten the mood. Hashtag difficulty, hashtag
Damn.
dark.
Makes everything better.
Wild Bronco 38, hashtag ability, hashtag light. Promethean works, $15 for Io, who's tearing it up tonight. Hashtag light.
Hi, Jason.
Nice. Food poi.
Food poyo?
Poyet. Sorry. Herg needs to remember to go up and down, not side to side. Otherwise, there's too much hashtag difficulty. Wild Bronco 38, there must be a balance in the force. Cupcake therapy. Virgo, I hope this helps you kill with kill them with your poisons. You know, you remind me of someone I saw the other week. Are you sure that your name isn't Broba? No, that can't be you. He doesn't use poisons. Hashtag difficulty.
So, so just so this makes sense, the thing that you unlocked, the noxious, the dioxis gas, right, was one of the unlocks. So they were doing it specifically to make sure that you got the poison. That's why you found it.
That's so sweet.
Those are all listed so that the
They
chat
already
audience can
know?
see.
They kind of know. They kind of know.
They're listed, yeah.
Oh, that's
I love you guys. Thank
But you
you.
don't know.
But we know.
I love that. Okay,
pretty
that's really
awesome,
cool.
yeah.
So if you see a poison theme, it's because they were trying to
they're
get you
buying
the
my
poisons.
poisons.
AW Cookie, $10, F the light, hashtag setback.
Hey.
AW Cookie, $20, I'm conflicted, hashtag boost. Deadly 0527, $125.
Damn.
Offside Friday, can we go to tier 2, hashtag dark side?
Dang.
Setback,
Yes, we
and
can.
Difficulty
Yes, we
1
did.
challenge.
Dang.
DJ Palpatine, $75. Yes, lights come to the dark side. Setback. Pandolfo Malatesta?
Nice.
Yes. Dark is the color of my true love's hair. Kestrian, $60, give Erica enemies, hashtag difficulty. And that is it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
That's awesome.
I think Emperor Palpatine would make a shitty DJ.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
wanted
terrible
to use.
DJ.
You'll
Yeah.
have to use
Vader
well,
would
you
make
used your poison on
good
yourself.
No, I
Darth
wanted to
Vader
use
would be
my
good.
damn stuff.
Really? He's got he's kind of like a turntable in himself. Yeah.
Who is?
Yeah.
He's more machine than man.
Yeah.
At this point. Vader. I feel like Vader would make a better DJ than Palpatine. That's all I'm
Palpatine.
saying.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Keith knows what's up.
Well, a lot of DJs now are wearing the masks.
That's what I'm
wearing
saying.
The
He's like
helmets.
the precursor to like
Yeah,
Dead Mouse.
Palpatine
Mouse.
is just some
Yeah.
old dude.
Darth
yeah, I
Mouse,
agree. Yeah,
And
Vader
he's
would
good with
definitely
lights,
be. Yeah.
right?
Cool.
And Palpatine's
yeah.
just an old fogey.
Yeah.
Right.
He'd just be like spinning through like each song selection going, now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm afraid this isn't operational. Yeah.
Yep.
It's no good.
Well, on that note, I'm going to say from all of us to you, thank you for joining into Hyper RPG. If you liked this show, please check out the myriad of other shows that are going on during the week, some crazy stuff. We have... I think we have an episode of Masters of the Metaverse tomorrow.
Yes, during Zach's birthday stream.
During Zach's
Right.
birthday
Ooh,
stream.
it's a special
be-
schedule tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a crazy schedule. So tune in. I don't know the full thing, but 1 p.m. Just check it in, and there's gonna be some improv. I know Cameron's
Yeah.
doing some stuff. It's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
dope.
Hector will be
that
in
out.
it somewhere.
I'm gonna get drunk.
Yeah, I'm in now.
There's going to be a script reading. There's going to be a One Piece RPG
That's right, that's
returning from when we did it during
Yeah.
the charity stream. So,
One Piece RPG.
yeah. I
cool.
was one of the cast members on that during the charity stream. If any of you guys tuned into that, you know how absolutely bananas and fun it was.
And it's a continuation of the story.
It is. It's a continuation of
So,
the story. So,
if you haven't seen that, it's
Go
up
back and
on
watch
YouTube. Go check out Hyper RPG's YouTube.
Stay up another 4 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, check out
what's
the One
sleep?
Piece
They
RPG.
wouldn't go to sleep in the
Yeah.
an apartment, so you know it's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we just and so check it out because it's gonna be the continuation of
it
that
is.
story.
Yes.
And yes,
That's that.
There's
Cool.
some crazy stuff. So tune in tomorrow. Thank you everybody who watched, supported. Starts at noon.
Not 1.
Noon p.m.
That's the One
Noon
Piece.
Pacific.
No,
Daylight
the One
time.
Piece RPG is going to be tomorrow night from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. So
Nice.
it's going to
Yeah,
be
so like I
a
said, you got
fun
plenty of
time.
time.
Yeah.
Other stuff starts at noon.
Yep.
So with that, from all of us to you, may the force be with you.
May the
Bye,
force
guys.
be with you.